All right, let's start this this stream off and start episode 13. Or is it episode 14? I think it's episode 14. No, it's episode 13. I was correct. Welcome to the game, anybody that's out there, and let's get this party started, shall we? I'm going to pull you into where the group is. They're already chatting. All right. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's see. Does anybody remember what was going on last week?
I kicked ass.
Last week, yeah, we weren't playing. It was
sorry, last session rather.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I was reviewing my notes, but it stopped at some point when we were following a kid, or we were following somebody that we thought maybe were telling us.
Yeah, somebody was telling. That was the end of the night.
So
Yeah, that was the end of the night. That was like the very last thing that happened. So if your notes go up to that point, that's good because that was the end of the.
it's an abrupt ending. I want
It
to know
was
what
a-
happens next.
So
I think I was there, but how does it end?
yeah, we kind of stopped at that moment. You guys arrived in Egypt. You got propositioned by someone that grabbed all your bags, took you to a hotel, and you guys said, "No, we have a hotel. You know, please don't mess with our stuff." Then you went to your normal hotel.
Alejandro was very eager to.
Yeah, Alejandro wanted to go to that other hotel, to be honest.
It sounded badass. Like that was a cool hotel.
That hotel
wanted
has
to party with
angered
all those
Emerson.
kids.
He would
It was
actively
full of
Wow.
stuff.
to like dissuade people from going, or if it came up again and he saw those people, he would.
He'd be like, "Don't ever go there."
Yeah.
And then you guys relocated to the Shepherd's Hotel. You scheduled a meeting with Dr. Ali Kuffour for February 11th.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Ezekiel, it's one of Ezekiel's his mentor or sort of father figure's friend, and he has met with him before, so Ezekiel is connected to Dr. Kuffour. You went shopping through the Street of Jackals and was trying to find Faraz Najir. You talked to a bunch of the local merchants and found out that he had a new location. And I will push that out to you guys now. Basically, he's at the number 6 in the Street of Potters is what you had found out, that he's kind of over that direction. While you guys were headed over to number 6 and the Street of Potters, you saw that there was somebody tailing you. So you went into a back alley. You tried to corner whoever it was that was following you, and you cornered yourself a little boy that put his hands up and was like, "Oh my god!" Because you all kind of came out. I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure Alejandro pulled his gun out.
What?
I'm almost positive. Knowing
trying.
Alejandro,
Actually, that does check out.
it tracks.
Yeah.
That was before he realized it was a child.
Well,
my hand on his arm. Take it easy. Take it a little pendejito, man. Just don't shoot.
Hey.
hey, don't worry, man.
It's a little mocoso.
Don't worry, man. I got
Little
plenty of
paposa.
bullets.
He's just
Oh
a
my
young
God.
man. Just leave him alone. How can
Oh
we help you,
Jesus!
child?
Wow. He says, "Hello, hi. I've been following you guys around since you showed up. You look like you're a little lost. My name is Mahmoud. I don't know if you're looking for someone to show you around Cairo, but I know every ins and outs of the city.
Listen, Mamon, I don't know if I trust
Mahmoud."
you. Oh, sorry. That sounds more reasonable.
Sounds like Alejandro is adjusting himself in the alleyway.
Oh, no.
guys don't want to do anything,
Alejandro, come on, man.
I
So
say
who's
we
Do you
facing
know
this
where
kid
we're
again?
going?
Is it
You
all
all
of us?
you all are in like you went down this side thing and you did a couple different turns, and if you did a couple rolls and you got hit, you basically are now in this side alleyway with a dead end that you cornered him in, and a couple of you were at one end of the alleyway and a couple of you were at the other end that were like trailing him along the front. And so he's standing in between you guys, and kind of like as he stepped into the alleyway and was looking around, you guys cornered him and caught him as the mysterious tail, shadowy tail that you guys were trying to catch wind of. And Ezekiel Emerson realizes that that's sort of the shadow that he saw every now and then. He wasn't sure what he saw. I think if I remember right, he rolled pretty bad last week, even though his spot hidden is pretty good.
Listen to me, Mokoso. Why are you following?
He said, "Listen, I'm following you guys because you look like you're foreigners in this place, and I don't know. When you first showed up, there was some strange characters that one over there really liked, Mr. Alejandro, and they were not very good people. Those people they are not very good.
Oh yeah, but
You follow brown strangers.
Listen, Hakeem, that's who you were talking to. You were talking to Hakeem. He's a very disreputable man."
Hey, somebody refresh my memory. Who's this Hakim fellow?
Hakeem, the one that took all your luggage.
I'm not talking to you, Mokoso. Shut up.
Mahmood. My name is Mahmood.
Does anybody know who he's
Listen.
talking about?
Do you guys remember any of that?
No.
I take pills.
That was so you guys.
When we got off the
I'll
train.
refresh your memory because it was almost
Or
a
the
month
boat,
ago
the boat.
when you guys got off the boat in Cairo. Some guy came up and said that he would help you, and all of these children came around and grabbed all your stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you went to a hotel, and you were like, "No, sir, we're going to leave somewhere else." And you do remember that guy introduced himself as Hakim Masad. So that's who Mahmoud is talking about. He says,
what did
Hakim, he's a
we
very
end up
disreputable
doing?
man. He's not a good guy.
Did we end up? I can't remember. I was
Yeah,
telling
he did a lot of
Really?
stuff that we did not consent to. So
I forgot to. Yeah, and you were you might have been sleeping at that point, Omar. Maybe that's allegedly. He says, "Listen. My father was killed a long time ago, a couple of years ago, and I'm just with my mother. I can tell you this city. I can show you around. I just need a little payment, and I could find things for you. I can do things for you. I know this city like the back of my hand.
Little payment.
who's your boss?
I am my boss. I am an entrepreneur. I am what they call a dragoman, a guide to the city."
Okay, if I give, how much for a coffee?
A coffee? Ah,
Can you-
for
can you
you,
go
for,
get me a
Chai
coffee?
Wala.
for you, young lady, $1.
Okay, so I pull out $1. I give him $1, and I ask him.
I mean, goddamn, I pay $1 for coffee now.
I know that's pretty expensive back in the 1920s.
Well,
My grandpa, he bought his first car for $1.
He has to go running for it.
He does.
Okay, I would probably be open to giving this kid a few pennies here.
So we're not shooting him.
Yeah, it's probably he
Wow.
probably only asked for 5 cents,
we
not
are
$1.
Okay,
But yeah,
so
You might,
before
but
I actually
remember,
hand him the
guns are
$1,
super
I
illegal
say,
here.
but I want more than coffee because, we're, like you said, we're foreigners here, and
oh, do you
we're
want
gonna need
you want
a
some
lot more help.
alcohol in your coffee? I can get that too.
Some
For the $1?
schmalcohol.
Yes.
Emerson
Show
hands
us
him
where you get the
his
alcohol.
flask and
Oh,
$1.
I can't show you where I get the alcohol. That's a secret.
Well, then I pull my $1 back.
I hand him a stick of the green Wrigley spearmint gum and tell him it's an American $20 bill. and for him to get us coffees all
He
around.
looks up at you like you're the biggest idiot. Like you can see it on his face. Like, dude, seriously. And he opens up the stick of gum and puts it in his mouth and starts chewing on it.
Oh, that was $20, sir. You just chewed a fortune.
I think we need to watch our belongings around this kid so he doesn't steal from us, but he might
Okay.
actually be helpful.
I could have shot
Getting
him.
us
Just
around this.
saying.
Yeah, I trust him only as far as we can pay him.
Listen,
Someone
he
else.
says
Wanna make sure that we eat at a
you
place
can
that's
trust me.
decent.
Sure.
Who you
I
can't
trust
trust
him.
is
Yeah, we
Hakeem
don't
and the
have
other
to.
two.
That's what
trust him.
Hakeem said about you,
don't-
buddy.
We don't have to give him our social security numbers, but if he can show us which way to go, I say let's give him a little something.
That is very true.
Social security numbers weren't a thing back then. Just
Or
saying.
whatever, whatever. We don't have to give him our pension card, or whatever you call it.
No, yeah, it wouldn't hurt to have a local on the inside with us, you know what I mean?
He says, "I'll
I
be your
trust him.
local. Trust me.
But he's got real shifty eyes.
My
though.
name is
He's a bad
Mahmood.
guy.
I'm a good kid. I just need money. My mom and I, we live alone, and I don't want to be like that Hakeem. I don't want to cheat people out of money. I want to work hard for my money."
Emerson ribs Alejandro.
Can't blame you for
You hear
being
that? He's got a
opportunist.
mother.
Yeah. Okay. I almost missed that one, buddy. I winked back.
Yeah, and his father's dead. He told you that.
All right. Okay. Well, I like this kid all of a sudden.
Fucking Alejandro, man.
All right, kid, but you got to call this man Dad from now on.
Yeah.
He
Or
says,
puppy.
yeah. He says, I'll call you Poppy. $5.
Why? No.
Oh my god! At that point, that is prostitution. You
Hey.
asking somebody to call you daddy, you say for
Hey,
money, that is.
he's kind of like
$350.
$350. Okay, fine.
All right.
It just.
He takes the $350. Goes, okay. So what else should I do, Poppy?
Uh,
Oh,
find
Jesus
us.
H.
First of all, that coffee order still stands. I take
Yes.
mine.
So
Cream
uncomfortable.
double sweet, and then take us to your finest establishment, the one with the least amount of roaches and bed bugs and rats and all that.
He goes,
Kind of established. Like
sure,
food
and he disappears.
establishment?
He's gone.
Like disappear?
Yeah,
Wait,
he
we
like
already
runs
have the
down out the
hotel.
alleyway and
Oh, okay. Not like poof
no.
disappears.
No.
Okay,
no,
sorry.
no,
I thought there was
no.
a poof sound. I'm like, what the fuck?
No. He's not casting spells or anything. No.
Where's he going? What's he going to find?
Well, he's going to get some
Other
coffee.
than coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
that's what you
Yeah,
guys think.
either-
Yeah.
Either that or we're short 350.
Yeah. One of the two. Yeah.
Oh no,
Hey,
Yeah, but
we
no,
are
we're
not
not.
short 350. He's
Hey.
short 350.
Yeah.
You called me
Alejandro's
Poppy
short
already.
350.
I got my money's worth. Baby.
Fucking
All right,
Alejandro,
that
man.
was that was a payment for goods and services. That's called economy. All right,
All right.
capitalism.
Well, that kid will be coming back for more, and he'll be really helpful when we need him.
Yeah,
Right
when he
now we
knows the
might not need
mark.
him, but later we might. As long as he's not doesn't just steal us blind.
He seems like a good kid. All right, so what are we gonna
Hopefully
do?
this
Wait
one
for-
Do you guys
has
continue? You guys continue on to the Street of Potters. You're kind of halfway there
Yeah.
when you caught this kid.
We resume our course.
Okay, so you guys are walking down towards the Street of Potters, and effectively, this place is sort of a it's another like smaller bazaar and has a bunch of stalls and various sales places. Like they're selling rugs, they're selling jewelry, a bunch of fruits and veggies. It almost seems like the place that you were at before, which was the Street of Jackals, was like for tourists and stuff like that. It's very touristy, and this one seems more
She
like
didn't say
it's
nothing. She just likes working.
what is that?
Thought I was muted.
No, you're not.
So when she thinks she's muted, she's talking about twerking.
Yeah, it was yeah. I'm not sure why she's twerking in the Street of Potters, but
I
but
wish I could twerk. I can't.
the Street of Potters is more like a you can tell it's more like a place that locals would come to like buy their goods and services and stuff. There's not so many people trying to hawk things to all the tourists. There's not so many tourists. There's a lot of locals in this area. And as soon as you show up, you're kind of going down that Street of Potters. I assume that you guys don't remember why you're here.
We were
we're
looking
We're
gonna buy
looking
a
for that
monkey?
guy.
Naveen or whatever.
We're looking for that guy.
Yeah, we're looking for that guy that was in the letter.
Yeah, Faraz
One guy
Najjar.
Street of Jackals.
From that one time.
Yeah.
But his
Let
place
me.
burnt down and he moved.
I will. It should be in the. Yeah, it did burn down. Yep. Let me see. High res handouts, and it should be in one of these. America 5, America 3, America 2. There's so many American things. So many things that you guys have found.
There's about to be a whole lot more American things.
Yeah.
Egypt.
Awful things.
Nope. Jeez, man. There's too many things to... here we go. That. So you guys pull that out of your backpack. And that's written by
Sorry, I'm
Mr.
not a
Warren
computer right now.
Bassart.
Yes.
And he's talking about that your lawyer informed me that you seek certain knowledge of the land in its distant past. I believe I can help you. There's this guy, Faraz Najjar, in the Street of Jackals, who came in possession of a singular curios, which he believes might be great interest to you. So I'm just kind of using this as a refresher, as the letter that you guys actually opened to find this. As you're walking down the Street of Potters, Mahmoud comes running up and goes, Sirs, Poppy. And he comes up and he's got like a...
Disturbing.
He's got like a little cardboard thing that's holding 6 coffees, little styrofoam cups of like hot Egyptian coffee. And he's kind of like handing it out. Coffee?
Yeah, it's styrofoam.
Yeah, maybe it's not styrofoam. Maybe it's paper.
Paper
I
cups.
don't know what they had back in the 20s,
Either
but
way,
yeah.
Just say paper cups. For
No.
Either
simplicity.
way, I tell Mamon to drink.
But it's like a little
sip
shot
my
glass
first.
because it's almost like, you know, back the Egyptian
Oh,
coffee is like
Turkish
strong
coffee.
and it's almost it's like Turkish coffee. It's almost like a Cuban espresso shot.
Yeah.
Right, I still
Arabica
make him sip
intenso.
mine first.
Oh, and it smells really rich and deep dark roast.
So it's basically just ground up bean.
Oh
And,
yeah. Oh yeah. It's
With a little
it
bit
like
of moisture.
if you chewed on it a little bit, it might be crunchy.
Oh my god, it's gritty.
It's
Yes.
sticky. It's sticky.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
it is.
sticky,
At the
it's
bottom
gritty.
Of the cup, all the
At the bottom of the
grinds are
cup,
still
there's
in
going to be a
there.
layer of like bean crunch for sure.
Yeah.
Omar pulls out
wow.
a small metal container and pours a liquid stuff on it and closes the metal container and puts it back in his pocket.
And then he like dips
Ah.
a cigar in it.
Yeah, he's putting a little alcohol in there and then dipping the cigar in just for taste.
Gross.
Yeah, Omar, it's like one of the best coffees you think you've had in a very long time.
Where's the liquor?
Hardly knew her.
He said, "Oh, ma'am, you took your dollar away and
Yeah, but
Poppy
he gave
paid me.
$3.50.
Yes, but he didn't ask for liquor. He asked me for coffee. I follow whatever Poppy said. Poppy paid me.
That's right. Kid.
Ah,
Good job listening.
paid.
I like this kid. He's showing some motivation.
Where are you guys going?
Uh-huh.
Some chutzpah.
What are you doing? Where are you going? You're
We're
in the
going
street.
to the
You're
street
in
of
the.
Jackals.
No, you're not.
Oh, I was.
Yeah, well, that's not where you're supposed to be going.
No.
You're supposed to be going to the Street of Potters. Yeah.
We're going to.
Yeah,
the
we were
street
at the Street of
Potters.
Jackals, weren't we?
Okay.
You
We were
were,
before
and
when we
then
went.
the place that Faraz Najir was there had burned down, and they said he moved to the Street of Potters,
So
you
tell
guys
them
are heading
we're
over there
going to
now.
the
On the map?
Street of Potters.
which is
So on the
number.
map, we were going from 12 to 6.
Yes, exactly. From here to here.
We walked through the bazaar
Oh, that's cool. You can do that.
to get there.
Could you find
You
maybe
can
a
too,
litter and like pull
Darwin.
all of us?
What's the tool I used to do that?
If you right click, you can go to pointers, or you can do like a pencil, and you can do a drawing. Like I can draw and say here, like that.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah. You can do circles. You can do arrows. You can do squares, and you can do drawing, which then is like mine. You got a pencil that you can kind of, draw whatever shape you want.
That
And
seems
then-
very useful.
Yeah, and then the DM can. I got a clear drawing. There's exit drawing.
You're
mode.
gonna annoy the DM by drawing little cat faces.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yes,
if
of
you do, if you do too much while the DM is trying to DM, then bad things will happen to the party.
Privileges revoked.
Yes, exactly. Listen to Andre. That's like he's like a kid in a candy store, man. He's like, yeah. It's almost like you almost were like Beavis and Butthead, like. All right. So yeah, he asks you guys, where are you going? Who are you looking for? What's going on? Do you need anything else?
Yeah. I mean, if you really were a psychic, like you say you are, you would know. But we.
I never
wouldn't
said I
mind-
was a psychic, my Poppy.
Uh-huh. You can walk it back now. But
I was muted.
how about an escort to the could you maybe get a litter and pull all of us in one of those, litters, just you pulling all 6 of us?
I was worried he was just going to leave it at escort.
Yeah. Please don't
I would not allow it.
Yeah.
Like, man, we're gonna have to put the smack on Alejandro.
I was gonna say an escort
Yeah, that might
to
be out
the,
of the budget because he's gonna have to go find all his friends. You
an,
Eric.
es-
Yeah,
an
yeah.
escort to the Street of Potters then.
He says, Poppy, we are here. Look, this is the street. And he points up the street that you're walking on. This is the Street of Potters, he says. And then he starts going into, the Street of Potters was here well before the 1900s. It was here before the city was formed. In fact, this was and he until you stop him, he's continuing to go along the history of the Street of Potters and how it was there and what do the people use it for and what kind of vegetables are sold there. And during this time of year, there's this thing and it shuts down at this year. And he starts talking to you guys about any kind of that during this time is our 4th of July, like all these holidays that they have in the city and why it shut down. And until you guys stop him or talk about something else, he just continues on talking about things about the Street of Potters.
You know what, guys? I got about 3 hours. Yeah, this is really interesting. Tell me
Yeah, I was
more.
gonna say, go on.
Then he continues for a full 3 hours while you're standing there and the sun starts to go down.
Can you roleplay that?
No,
for
no,
us?
no. I want the actual fact.
That's what
Motherfuckers.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I know.
So, what was the name of the guy that we were looking for? Far as
It's in that letter, Faraz Najir.
Faraz Najir.
So he's
I'm gonna
on this
get
street
some
now, right?
coffee.
So
Yes.
But I
which
can
one's
hear
his
you.
shop, kid?
I'm doing the
Oh,
same
Faraz
thing.
Najir, right over here, and he points to his shop. This is his shop.
So I'll turn back to the group. So are we doing this as
Yeah.
a smaller group or as a whole?
That's a
So when
group, I
would-
think.
When was this shop founded, and who were the first 10 proprietors of it?
Oh, he goes on to that Faraz Najir had just bought this just a month ago from a previous guy, and his name was Mahmed. And he used to work in the Bulad when he used to be a guy that used to do lawyer type work. But he said, you know what? What's going to happen is, yeah. And he just continues, like Omar and him are sat outside, and he's just talking to Omar over and over about who was this guy and how he moved out, and then who was before him and who was before him and how many people owed it before him. This kid seems to be like a treasure trove of information about And
Where'd
as you
get
ask him
all
more
this
questions, he
information?
knows about that too.
Where'd you get all this information, kid?
He says, I have been living here for a long time. I am trying to be a real dragoman. I want to be the best that I can be.
What are you?
Oh, so you probably know all about Nitocris too, right?
Nitocris.
Nitocris.
That
And her regal vestments.
listen. That is
Listen, Linda.
Linda, listen. I know the name, but I know that not many talk about her.
And maybe not a conversation for the open.
And I wish not to say her name. I'm not going to say her name. You can say her name.
Oh well, maybe perhaps later.
And when you say her name, he makes like this little like prayer symbol out of his hand and kind of like whispers to himself, like trying to keep the evil away.
But for now, let's go and find this Fraj Najir and
Oh, it's right there.
see
And
if he has any information.
you guys
for
see
us.
that Emerson has already walked into the store. Emerson, you walk into the store, and there seems to be it seems to be a store full of
Emerson.
curiosities. Emerson Biggins,
Oh my.
and this guy comes up. Oh, and my
Oh.
battery is just about to die on my headset. Wonderful. Probably should have changed it before I did this. 1 second.
Pause.
Pause.
Car.
Intermission.
Oh, hi.
After showing us his picture.
All right. I got new batteries too that literally last a week, and you know what? It happens to go tonight when I'm streaming, right?
Game
Okay.
on.
I know. Game on. Okay, batteries in. So you walk in, and this guy comes up to you. He's obviously the proprietor of this shop, and he's kind of a portly man with a traditional Arab jubala and carefully wrapped turban. He's got kind of an air of dignity around him, despite his obvious scars marking his face from a gruesome fire of some kind. It's like burn. His whole, right side of his face is burnt. His dark eyes.
That little thing.
Yeah.
Trying to notice.
His eyes are flitting around, like watching left and right and looking outside and looking inside, but he kind of like kind of settles on you as you come in. He goes, "Hey, good sir, come. I have plenty of things. You want to buy? Look, I have this." And he shows the painting behind him or the picture behind him or would you like some of this? Would you like one of these? What would you like? Come on in. Come.
Are you Mr. Najjar?
Man.
I am Faraz Najjar. This is Faraz Najjar's shop. Come in, buy something. You look like a good man. You look like you have money. And he touches your suit and kind of like pats you on the side.
You look like a good man. My guy.
Yeah.
We have a surprise for you.
And he's
So-
kind of keeping his right side turned away from you, like as if he's kind of I don't know if embarrassed about it or just doesn't want apprehensive
Sure.
about you seeing his burn or saying something about it. You can tell that it's kind of something that sticks to him.
Can I use like psychology or something to kind of see if when I ask him, when I say to him, my friend, so I'm going to say to him like, my friend, are you familiar with a Mr. Carlyle? We're friends of his. But when I say it, I want to watch very carefully to see what kind of a reaction he has.
You, my good man, are not a good man. Get out of my shop. No more things. And he starts to like shut down. Like he puts like his cash registers are closed. Okay, I'm closing. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out.
I will promptly leave.
I
Ooh,
dropped the hookah.
chill. What happened?
Yeah, I dropped the hookah that I was about to buy.
Wow, okay, that's a very violent reaction.
Do you break it? Or do you set it down?
If she drops
I set it down.
Okay. So he's like, whoever's in the shop now, well, if you guys are not hanging around Emerson, he is 100% trying to push Emerson out of the door.
Yeah, I leave. I leave
Emerson's just
voluntarily.
like holding his hands up, like peace, my friend. I'll go peacefully. Like I'm backing up. I'm leaving. I'm not making eye contact with anybody else. I'm just like peace.
And yeah,
just
you
leaving.
didn't need. Go ahead and roll a psychology roll. Just.
He's furious. The end.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, definitely.
Where is it? Psychology.
We may need to reassess our approach.
Mm.
Oh, regular success.
Or we could try
Like
again
as
and see if
soon
we
as
get a
you said
different result.
Carlisle, like his like he's looking left and right, and he's kind of like looking around. Like his eyes start darting super fast, looking at everyone, like looking at whoever's in the store, Bessie, everyone, like trying to see who's in the store, who's here, what are they all doing. Like you realize that when you said that name, like his backside puckered up so tight, and he was looking around to see who got close to it. You know what I mean? Like, what is going on? What's going on? And he's just trying to get you out of the store. Like something about that name kind of freaked him out.
Yeah, triggered him immediately.
Yeah. And you just you walk out. Is anybody else inside with him, or are you all? I know Virginia, Omar is probably still talking with the kid outside.
Yeah.
I was in, but and I put the hookah down, but and I leave voluntarily.
Okay.
I mean, I want to say that I probably would have gone in, but I can retcon it and act like I just walked in now.
You could, but he's 100% like you could tell he's starting to like lock up his things and get his things and shut the drawers.
Sir, wait, before you do.
Agitated.
What I'm interested in is, could you recommend me a pot that goes well with like a massive facial burn on one side?
Wow.
What?
He says, "Sir, you get out of my store. Out. Foreigners are not welcome
it's
anymore."
Because I have a friend, and it's the holidays are coming up. Okay.
He shuffles you out.
Damn.
Wow.
I really thought that was gonna work, guys.
Oh wow! If you
Well,
thought that was
Is
gonna work,
anybody else in the
that
store?
was-
So what he has is he's got an item of interest.
A
Right, that's
singular
why we're here.
curio.
He's got something. So it's not about
He
Carlisle.
claims to be in possession of singular curios. I think in
Think-
that terminology,
I
I
don't
think
know
it's
what to
more
ask.
than one.
Yeah. Like singularly unique curios.
Yeah, let me see. Curios.
Are those? That's like the cereal. They're the little circles.
No,
They
those are
come in a yellow
Cheerios.
box.
Those are.
You're Cheerios, my guy.
Wow. Yeah, so curios can refer to novel, rare, or bizarre objects.
Yeah.
But since it said in air quotes singular curios, it could be more than one.
But we don't actually know what. I mean, that's just a general sort of description. But
Yeah, that's what's in the
That's what you
in the
come at this
letter.
guy
Prepared
from a
to part
different
with these
angle, though.
items if a suitable price can be agreed upon.
so we
Which is why
can.
I decided, like, oh, I'll just open with this. We'll figure out what the pay is. We'll probably have to do a task. Nope.
We
Just
don't
get
even know what the
kicked
item
out.
is.
As soon as you said Carlisle, you didn't have to say anything other but Carlisle, and he freaked the fuck out.
Maybe I should have mentioned Warren Bassart, or maybe that would have just got me shot.
As you guys all shuffle outside,
Is he closing shop and leaving?
oh, 100%, he's like pulling the curtains down, like he's about to shut the front door.
Okay, and that letter was in
front door.
1919. It is now
Do you want to-
1925. So we're 6
It
years
is,
later
yep,
than
6
the
years
letter.
later, yep.
A lot
So
of
we
time has gone
wanna-
by.
100%.
Do we
Good
want
point.
to follow him, or do we want to break into his store? Which one are we doing?
You're very quiet.
We can't break into the store. We don't even know what we're looking
He
for.
said, "Do you want to follow him? Do we want to follow him, or do we want to break into his store?"
Oh. I mean, I was thinking follow. That's why I was like, okay, I'll just back away. not worry about it.
as you guys all follow, kind of flow out to the street, he starts closing the store, and Mahmoud goes, "Oh, did you upset Mr. Najir?"
Unfortunately, I think I did.
He's very thin-skinned.
He's such a
On the
nice
birth
guy.
rights, I mean,
All I did was mention a friend's
What
name.
what did you
No,
talk
he
about?
Immediately took dislike to it.
But what did you say?
Are you familiar with a Mr. Carlisle?
Oh, his eyes open wide, and he goes, You did not talk about that to Mr. Najir, did you?
I merely mentioned his name and that we happen to be acquainted.
Oh, my good man. Yeah, the Carlisle expedition was not good to Mr. Najir.
What happened?
I don't know, but I think that burn on his face was caused by that. That's what I hear.
I see.
I don't know. I know Mr. Najir. He knows a lot of people and he knows a lot of things, but he does not like Mr. Carlisle. And listen,
Everyone
he says,
knows.
he goes, listen, and he turns, he's looking around while he's talking to you guys. We should not be talking about that name out here in the streets. There are people that might hurt you
Which one? The
for
first
talking
one or
about
the
such
second
things.
Oh, why?
one? Which thing? The first thing or the second thing?
The name of that expedition.
Carlisle
Okay.
expedition.
Listen,
Which
have you
is the
guys ever
husband
heard of? And he kind of looks to the side and he kind of like leans in and says, "The Brotherhood."
Mm, Go
Yes,
on.
I think so.
familiar.
I
Sounds
can't
Um,
remember why.
I think you guys have heard of it. I'm trying to remember when you heard of it or what you heard,
I'm pretty
but I
sure
don't
we
want to
heard
give you
about
too
it at
much.
the
I've heard
place,
all
that
about
cult
it
thing.
and know everything
Oh,
about it.
Yep.
Jonah?
Emerson, it is part of the cult. So what Emerson said was correct. 100% Mahmoud would not say that or confirm that, or if you said anything about a cult, he would shut you down.
Sure. Yeah. No, I'm just.
Yeah,
said
you're saying it out of
couldn't
character.
remember,
So
and I'm
yeah.
pretty sure that's where I remember hearing it. Was at the voodoo place.
He goes, listen, maybe somebody nicer, like one of the ladies could go talk to Najir, and don't talk about the expedition, but tell him that you're here to help or something.
Well, I promptly and politely left as nicely as I could.
Yeah, and he is still shutting up the shop. Like you can tell him, you can hear the noises inside, and he's getting ready to book ass.
I'm a totally nice guy, I say as I blow my cigar smoke in his face.
Who in
wave-
Mahmoud?
And I wave my hand, annoyed.
Mahmoud kind of coughs and he goes, "That's okay. My father smokes cigars too.
I hope they're
I
not
kind of like the smell."
There you go.
It's about time you started smoking, son.
Ah, no, I will not do that because I will not die like your friend.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
good. Good
call.
thinking.
Good call. Yeah.
Ah,
You should see some of the lungs I have open when people are smokers. Woo!
oh, I could imagine.
No,
No.
right.
I heard smoking was good for your health. I mean, the doctors have actually said this, in
Well,
public.
Don't
This is
inhale.
true. They did.
They
I
did.
know.
Yeah. It's
They
Ah,
testified in
yeah,
public.
toasted.
yeah.
It's only lightly toasted. Yeah.
Yeah. Just
And
gently.
I'm certain
Just
nobody
gently.
paid them under the table to say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are
Lucky
you guys doing
9
now
out
then?
of 10 doctors
I don't know. I don't know
recommend
what
it.
to do.
Yeah. I can't
It's
believe
like, I don't know.
that
I
ever happened.
think
Well, I don't
I
know what
think we're going to follow this guy, and then one of the nice ladies is going to knock on his door in his house and try to be nicer than
Oh,
Emerson.
I can do
Yeah,
You don't
a
have to do
surprise
that.
visit
What's my
from
guy?
a lady at his house
Oh, crap. We
in a
didn't,
Muslim country. In the
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
a white
You know what
lady.
I just remembered, guys?
In
We
the
didn't roll our
1900s.
luck.
Oh,
Oh.
that is
Ah.
true. That is true. Let's do that.
God, man, we're getting ripped off all the
I
time. by
know.
this
I was
guy.
We are.
trying to rip
I
you
don't
off,
think-
but
I don't think we roll our luck in the last.
Oh
camp
no,
session.
this is we want to fail this, right?
yes, you want to fail. If you pass, you're screwed. Yep. Once
I
you get to a
failed.
certain, oh, Omar, you get one. Oh,
Check me out,
Alejandro get one.
baby.
Yeah.
I critted.
With just one,
I
or what do you mean?
failed. D10, right?
Yeah, D10 for Alejandro, Bessie, and Omar.
Hey, is that a 6 or a 9? No.
That's a 9. Very nice.
Look,
I feel
Hansis, I
like-
don't
Omar,
ever
you get
want
3?
to hear again a thing about like, oh, teacher's pet.
Uh,
Never ever again.
Why? Because
Uh-huh.
I rolled that 100. I feel like I should
Yeah,
get a
because
full 10
me
points for
remembering
that.
that we didn't do this crap it caused that 100. And so
It did.
you get-
Gave you those points, yeah. But Alejandro,
Yeah.
you have to roll a d10.
I was still making a play for shouldn't I just get 10 points since I had a
No.
critical 100?
No.
Okay.
Oh, hacker!
Dude.
Never
That
again
was-
mention that.
Hacker.
Never.
Dude, his luck is a 30. Like, his luck is so low, he needed that 10. He's been
40
burning
now,
through his
baby.
luck like a crazy man. Most of you have like 40, 50, 60. He's the only one with 30. Now he's got 40.
Isn't Betsy's like super low because she decided she ended up spending
No.
a bunch of luck for Alejandro for
No,
nothing?
I had to
Fine,
I had to retcon that because I messed
Oh,
up
okay.
on the combat. Yeah.
So what happens when you run out of luck? You have like a heart attack or something?
No, it's just anything that you have to roll luck on, you're gonna fail every time.
You get immediately run over by a car.
And
Yeah.
in some games that is what happens. You run out of luck and it's like you're cursed by the gods to die like Final Destination style.
Well, the thing is, if you have to roll something where it's like critical that you pass it, you can use luck to pass it. But if you don't have luck to pass it, if you fail, you're gonna fail.
You're
Just
SOL.
checking.
Yeah,
You're
that's what I'm saying.
SOL. Yep.
SOL.
All right, so now what do you guys do?
Hopefully, one of the girls.
Are you gonna
goes and
you're gonna
tries-
follow him?
Yeah, I mean,
give my
if nobody wants to go
suggestion.
talk to him, then yes, I will.
No,
follow.
I said I would talk to him.
Okay,
I can
because you can
try.
follow him too. He's totally like wrapping up his shop. Do you sneak in the door then, or like open the door and knock on it?
No, I knock on the door gently.
He goes, "I'm closing. Sorry."
I know, it's just that I really wanted to buy that hookah.
I thought you just
Why
said
don't you
smoking was
roll-
bad for your health and all that.
You don't inhale with the hookah.
Why don't you roll a charm roll?
I am. I think. I don't know. Maybe. I blink my eyes. Does that give me advantage?
No.
you're
You
batting
blink
your
them? No,
eyelashes?
blinking is normal. Batting them, that's different.
I bat my eyes.
Blinking.
No, actually, that makes
Oh,
sense. That makes
Jesus.
sense. Bessie
Oh
Bessie
my
doesn't
God.
know how
Wow.
to interact
She
with
has
leaving
heart-
people. So
I know,
She
I
has
know.
hearts on
So
her
yeah,
eyes.
so
when she
blinking
bats her
sounds,
eyes.
sounds about right.
Yeah. He
She
says,
blinks
"No,
one at a time,
I'm
that's what she
sorry.
does.
I'm sorry. I can't. I have to close. I have to leave. Sorry."
Okay, I understand. No problem. No problem.
And he kind of dusts out the back.
Okay.
All right,
Um,
so
How are
So
you
I
guys
think
going to
we-
follow? I want you guys to describe to me how you follow him.
With my feet.
Wow.
Are you just
Um,
so you're just walking straight up?
For now, I'm just gonna walk
Yelling.
in the same
Like
direction.
that little
as
boy did.
minding my own business. Like I wave
Okay.
at him as he leaving, and I just kind of pretend that I was coincidentally walking in the same direction.
Yeah. When he pops out the back, you could tell he probably, well, at least you, when you were like trying to knock on the door, like he didn't even come to the door. He didn't see you. The curtains were pulled. He only heard your voice.
Okay. Then I just, for now, I just walk normal. for
Just
now.
normally
walk?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so
just
listen.
walk in the same direction.
what
Are
I'm
you
gonna
all
do-
walking
Do you bat
together?
your eyelashes?
Yeah, but wait, hold on. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a newspaper and I'm gonna cut 2 eye holes in it, and then I'm gonna hold the newspaper up like I'm reading
Wow.
it.
Wow.
But I'm gonna be
Not only
following
do
it.
all
better than
you-
what I expected.
Yeah. Not only
is
do
That's
all
the
you
end.
you're
expecting the
like
fake nose and mustache.
Yeah. Not only do all you white European people stand out already, but
That's the first thing I was thinking. I just went,
Alejandro
I'm
stands
South
out
American.
even more.
Yeah, but they're like some of them are South American.
I'm South American.
Yes,
I can
you
pass.
look more South American than the rest. Maybe
And
is
Omar.
Omar does, yeah, but the rest of you look very European.
We're
Emerson's
walking.
going to hang way back and let the
No.
group deal with it with a focus on watching that we're not being tailed by anyone that was watching him.
Okay, all right. That sounds like a good idea. And so who's going to be directly following him? Is that Alejandro?
Yeah, I'm a
Bessie?
master of disguise. He's never gonna see me with this newspaper.
Bessie? Ezekiel and Omar?
Are you humming the Pink
Virginia,
Panther
are you
song
gonna
as
are
we
you
do
gonna
it?
stick with them or are you gonna stick back with Emerson?
I'm gonna hang back with Emerson.
Okay.
just so that nobody's alone.
Yeah, I'm
So
just
who-
suspicious because I already had felt like we were being followed, and I'm not sure that this little brat was the answer.
Yeah,
The
and
little
maybe
kid
it's a good
go.
thing that he doesn't all see us if we do
Yeah.
get caught following him.
And the little kid kind of hangs with, like, pulls up beside Virginia and Emerson and says, I can hang out with you guys, or do you want me to go somewhere? Do you need to find anything? Or find anyone? I'll be happy.
No, we'll just trail our. I don't know. I was thinking we could just trail our friends, but what are you thinking,
Okay.
Emerson?
I'll trail
That
you.
works for me. Yeah.
I'll trail you, and he disappears in the crowd. Emerson, go ahead and roll a spot hidden.
Oh, I'm terrible at this one.
I know, it's your worst skill. I know. Bastard guy.
Too bad. DM keeps picking on you.
You don't see anybody trailing you, including Mahmoud.
Interesting. This kid's slippery.
He's very he's slick, but besides that, you don't see anybody else either trailing you. But because you rolled what you rolled, you're able to stay up with the group. You're able to like catch them in the, you see that they're ahead of you. You're able to follow them and be able to follow them.
Okay.
Now, what I want the rest of the group to do, let's see, either Alejandro, Bessie, Ezekiel, or Omar. I guess whichever one of you have the better spot hidden. Let's see. Oh, Alexandra
39.
has a 65.
All right, that beats me.
Let's see. What about Omar?
75.
Oh, what about Ezekiel?
Spot hidden.
Yep.
25.
Okay,
That's pretty good,
Omar,
right?
you're. It's not bad, but Omar's got the 75, so let's have him roll that. Oh, Jesus, dude!
Okay. No,
That's
I'm
a
not
bad-
using
Dude, spend the
22
luck.
That's a bad.
No.
That's a bad. I'm gonna have to look at Alejandro's character because something is amiss.
No. You've done this. You do this literally every second of every game. What do you mean you're gonna have to look? Like you're
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna have to start watching you.
I-
Bro, you've been watching my character since
Yeah,
we
but
started
every
for like
look,
the last 4 years.
every character has occupation should be 0. Yours is negative 320, as if you've given yourself 320 additional points somewhere under occupation that you shouldn't have.
Checks
You
out.
should not have that many points.
I
It's
see what
because
you're
his
saying.
mustache went to school separately.
Oh yeah,
Might
okay,
have
gotcha.
been.
I'll have to
No,
fix.
but I mean, I don't know. Maybe I changed them the wrong way. No, I hit this edit list when you tell me to do it. And I change it when you tell me to do it.
Yeah, but you see at the top where it says
I
points
do.
spent.
I do. I see what
That-
you're saying. Yeah.
Nobody has a negative red
Yeah, I see. Okay.
except you.
Yeah. No, but I've only changed this when you told me to. So, but all right, go ahead. Feel free.
I'll have to fix you somehow, dude.
Well, can't the strikes
Yet
again.
again.
Yeah,
Can't
something.
strike
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. Exactly. Why don't I give the lowest person now then a chance, and that'll be, I think, Ezekiel to roll a spot hidden as you're trying to stay attached to Najir. Omar loses him in the crowd. I'll go to the opposite end of the scale. Nope. Yeah, so you guys are walking, you're kind of following him, and then all of a sudden you guys are like walking down the street and Faraz is gone.
Poof.
He's poofed out.
I guess we'll see him tomorrow.
Out the poop out.
Oh,
Mhm.
but wait, maybe Mahmood knows where he lives.
Hey, Carrot, where does this guy live?
Well,
We have to
Mahmood
find
is,
the kid
he's
first.
hiding, yeah. He's hiding now. I mean, he kind of disappeared. He was hanging out with
I fell out
Virginia
of
and
the
Emerson.
color.
Yeah, but we're not going to know that they lost track of him yet.
No,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
you guys don't know that. Yeah, that's very true. You guys see your party kind of like stop and look around and look around. They look like they're lost ahead of you. Alejandro, Bessie, Omar, Ezekiel.
Yeah, we say hello to Mahmood.
So you
That's
can
an
kind of
Egyptian
tell that
dog.
something, yeah, an Egyptian dog. Let's see. Ooh.
Yes, the Egyptian Chihuahua.
Oh, that's not the right one. That's not the right
Oh,
one. This
yeah.
is the right
A
one.
classic.
Mahmood you're like holding the dollar out, and on your other side of you, between you and Emerson, Mahmood like reaches out, grabs the dollar, and puts it in his pocket and says, You called?
Yes, alcohol in my coffee next time, please.
Ah! And he disappears.
Wait, come back.
Oh, he's gone.
He's gone.
Yeah, oh no, he's gone. Dude, you gave him a dollar, he's ready.
Oh yeah, you done so fast? Like, wait,
Omar
more.
says,
Yep.
Omar says, I got you in full-size flask again.
And pours it in your current coffee.
I'd just be
Oh, thank
careful
you.
because like the brown staining all over the tip of Omar's flask is a little off-putting to some people.
So you guys
But,
get close to
You're
each
okay
other.
with it, that's cool.
You guys get close to each other. You
Don't pay
guys.
no mind.
It's
Oh,
clear they're lost.
I tell him, looks like my friends are lost. We lost Najir. Do you know where Najir lives?
Oh no, he's gone for now.
Jeez.
But you're standing now with everybody else. Like you guys obviously walk up to everybody that's like standing in the middle of the road, going, "What the hell just happened?"
No kidding.
The kid generally has ADHD.
Yeah, no, he booked ass.
Sorry, guys. No, I said next time. I didn't say this time. Go get it again. You know.
Oh well,
He's,
you gave him a dollar. He's gonna make next time right now.
He's a little upstart, huh?
Yeah, I'm
I
telling you,
love
he's
his entrepreneurial spirit.
yeah.
He's definitely
Yeah.
a get it done person.
So
Yeah,
what do you
it
think,
starts
guys?
it
We
starts to
should
get
maybe
pretty dark.
Tour of the pyramids. I don't know, we haven't come all this way to not see the pyramids.
Yep,
That's
what time
very
is
true.
it?
Did you just say to not see the pyramids?
Yeah, I mean, if we're we didn't come all this way to not see pyramids, right?
It's probably 7, 8 o'clock at night. Like it's just that the sun's going down, the streets are getting dark, city's starting to thin out a little bit.
Okay, well,
Mood
Is he back yet?
appears
Is
like
the
20
right time
minutes.
to throw a
20
wager.
minutes later, you guys are standing around going, "What the fuck do we do?" And Mahmood shows
Alright.
up with one coffee and hands it to you, and it
20
smells.
minutes to get a
Yeah, well, he had to,
He has
it's
to
not
source
it's
it,
not
dude.
easy at
Yeah.
8 p.m. at night to get coffee and get some alcohol in it. He had to probably make it
Oh yeah,
himself.
you probably sound like a fucking psychopath trying to get coffee. at 8
Exactly.
PM.
no
Mhm.
kidding. Well, I thank him, Mahmood, and I take the coffee.
Oh, and it's a
and
strong coffee.
and so
That's
you're gonna
got
be
so I,
good.
I sip on it.
awake. Like
Well, it's full of
wired.
liquor, though.
Oh yeah,
No,
you
he said strong, like liquor strong.
yeah, strong coffee and strong liquor. It's got both. It's got a hit. It's probably one of the best coffees you've had with alcohol in it.
And it's probably Egyptian size, so probably like a teacup.
Yeah, it's very small. It's like a shot, maybe two shots. One shot of alcohol, one shot of coffee. And he goes, "Wow, that took me a little long. That took me a little while. Sorry."
It did. So Najjar, we were looking for him, and he disappeared.
Ah,
We don't.
yeah, you upset him. You should not talk about
Do you
that
know?
thing that we talked about, or that you talked about,
Do you
that
know
he
where he
said,
lives?
and he points at Emerson. No, I do not know where.
Yeah,
I don't know where
yeah, we
Najir
won't talk about it
lives.
yet.
No, I do know that probably tomorrow he'll be back at his stall. Maybe.
What time does he open?
Most places open at 10 a.m. in the bazaar on the weekday. On the weekend, it's probably 8 a.m.
Okay, we'll be back at 10 then.
Okay. I will meet you guys at the hotel then.
At the hotel?
Well, wherever you're staying, right?
Are you staying with us?
He's
No.
inviting himself in.
No. I will meet you there in the morning at your hotel.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll meet there at 9:30.
I know
then.
where you're
How long
staying.
does it take to get? How far is the hotel from Najjar's
It's
shop?
probably about a half an hour's walk. Something like
Alright,
that.
so
Yeah.
we'll meet at 9:30 at the hotel.
Sounds good. He goes, have a good night and goodbye, Poppy. And he dashes off.
Mahone.
Mahmood. As he's walking away, he puts his finger up. Mahmood.
Sorry, Mahomes.
respect.
Oh, I know you
Mahmoud!
called him a mojon. I was like, why
I
would
know.
you call him a mojon?
I did,
Yeah.
I did, but I didn't think he doesn't know what it means anyway. So
Well, that was very uncalled for. I don't understand why you have to be so disrespectful.
really, really, you don't understand that about me? Come on.
Yeah, exactly. That's a very Alejandro thing.
Besides,
All right, so,
It's not mamon, it's mocoso.
Makoso.
See, now Serge said mamon. That's a totally different word.
Ah,
All
okay.
right,
So you guys missed Faraz. You go back to the hotel
we have
room.
another
Lose
clue?
sanity.
What was that, Omar?
Do we have any other clues?
Well, you have the paper that I shared with you. There's two names on it: Warren Bissart and Faraz Najjar.
Do you hear my chewing?
No.
No.
Okay.
It's more prevalent when you talk, but not when you're just sitting there chewing.
Yeah, don't worry, it's not as distracting.
So I guess you
as
guys go back
dogs.
to the hotel.
It's the effects of Omar chewing on his cigar.
Yeah, there you go.
Understandable. So you guys go back to the hotel. You guys get a good night, a good dinner, pass out, sleep, wake up early in the morning on Monday, the 9th of February, 1925.
That's kind of close to today's date, isn't it?
What is that?
Kind of close to today's date, isn't it?
It's a little
IRL?
close, yeah.
I mean, February. 9th.
Only, many years before.
Yeah. No, just
What is it, 100 years? Almost 100 years on the day.
yeah.
Because it's 1925, 75 plus 25, yeah. It's almost 100 years. That's weird. Like, what
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
happens? What
That's what I
happens when
was-
it hits
That's what I was.
the exact
mentioning,
day?
that's what I was
100
saying.
years from now, does the world explode in Call of Cthulhu? So you guys wake up, and as you're having breakfast, sort of out on the street and talking about whatever just happened, Mahmoud kind of shows up and sits down with you guys, and if you let him, he orders breakfast on your tab, and and it's almost like he hasn't eaten in a long time. He's like tearing up the eggs.
I mean, you and starving employees, right?
Yep. And
Keep
Good
'em
morning,
hungry, they
Mahmoud.
work harder.
Did you
so then
sleep well
also,
last night?
as he goes, thank you very much, miss.
gosh,
It was
He grew a beard. What the hell?
it was no,
That's
it was
totally
excellent.
age.
It was so delicious, and yeah, I'm glad you made me breakfast. And as he's talking to Bessie and having breakfast with you, Salim walks up and says, "Hello, yes, I am the dragoman that you hired from the hotel. How can I assist you guys today? I didn't hear from you yesterday, but I could maybe help you today." And
Oh, we
Mahmoud
don't
is
need
like,
you.
he's tearing his eggs up, and he looks up, and he when Omar says that we don't need you, Omar Mahmoud kind of like nods like yes, as he's like shoveling eggs and eating whatever he can. He like grabs a piece of toast and scoops up some of the eggs, and Salim goes, I guess my services are no longer needed.
That's
do you
right.
know this kid?
Next time
Hit
be
the
on time,
bricks,
buddy.
stuffed shirt.
He goes, I have no idea who this kid is. I thought he was with
This
you.
kid is
Was he not your?
Mamon
Is he not your
Mahone.
child? You and this one with the mustache?
He's my
No, I
nephew.
have-
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's your nephew. I thought maybe Bessie and Alejandro
my
were the. Huh. Oh, well, if you don't need me, that's fine.
Wait,
have
did you finish that? Bessie and Alejandro, what?
have a good day. And he
What the-
kind of like
Wait, where's-
dashes off.
What?
How do you
got a
figure
kid?
that we don't need him anymore?
What are you
Well,
talking about?
because-
We got Mocoso here.
Yeah.
Makoso.
Got a
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah. The kid. Well, Omar's the one that said we don't need him anymore.
I'm with
Oh.
He
Sorry,
didn't.
my volumes are still super choppy like earlier, so I'm
Oh, weird. Yeah,
not getting
Omar.
anything.
I mean,
Omar.
he's still around. If you change your mind, I
Am
think
I
you get
sounding bad?
time to.
No, I
Change.
think she's having issues
All
with
right.
maybe
So
her
here's what I
internet.
Yeah.
say, guys. Look, we put the two of them, the
Technical issue.
kid and this new guy, to fight, and whoever wins, we take on as our guide.
I thought you weren't supposed to talk too much after your surgery.
I'm not.
Just so only talk when you have a better idea.
I felt like
God
that was a better
damn.
idea.
How will he know if you're not there to calm him
Damn.
down?
Thought it was a pretty
It's
good
like,
idea.
Please, don't talk.
Let them fight.
A terrible idea.
Oh,
This
sorry.
is one of the worst ideas I've heard.
Wow.
Wow. That thing
Okay,
was.
stop. I'm gonna choke.
Okay, so Salim kind of walks away in a huff, like upset that Omar has said that you guys don't need him, and Mahmoud clearly was like, "No, you don't need him."
That's right. I high five Mahomes.
Yeah, Mahmoud high fives you. It says, "Yay, Poppy."
That's right. And I order him another.
He looks down at his
Oh,
watch
that's
and he goes, 24 hours, Mr. Alejandro. No more
No
Poppy.
more what? No, wow.
You have to
All right,
you
then
have to pay me again."
Then I get those eggs with my hands and take them back and put them back on my plate.
Oh, they're done. He already ate them.
Wow, I
They're
just said I
gone.
ordered him 2 more eggs, but all right.
Oh, they haven't come yet.
Okay. Well, then when they do come, I make
No.
sure I scrape them off his plate and put them onto mine.
What a fucking
he has
asshole.
super sad eyeballs.
Yeah.
Like, and you could tell he's probably hasn't had a lot to eat in the last couple weeks.
Wow, this is like child abuse.
Wow, dude,
Yeah.
you
What
are
are you talking about?
one-
He's never had
what
it
a
so good. What are you
jackass,
talking
dude.
Fucking Alejandro, man.
So what you telling me is that Alejandro is the main contributor to
Childhood
child-
starvation.
to child starvation? Like,
Currently
man,
at your table, yes.
dude, you
At the table.
you you have no idea the chain of events that you have unleashed.
Oh, whatever. I grab the sausages that I have left on my plate and I roll them in a napkin and I give them to the kid.
Oh, he scooches closer to Virginia and he tears those sausages up. He's like, "Oh man."
So, Mahomes, here's the thing. I think what we really what we're all here to do in Egypt, the main emphasis here is I'd like to fight a mummy, like bare knuckles boxing style. Like, can you make that happen?
He looks at you weird and then looks over at Virginia like he's squinting his eyes like and kind of quizzically looking at her like, what's wrong with
Maybe
this guy?
later. Maybe later, Alexandra. But first, we gotta take care of this Faraj Najar guy and figure out how can we convince him to give us the information that we need, without us like telling him what we need because we don't know ourselves.
He makes like a crazy symbol around his head when he's looking at Alejandro towards Virginia, and he says, "Mummy, this guy's crazy."
Yeah,
Without
I'd like to
mentioning
box
Mummy.
a mummy. Ever since I was a kid, it's always been a dream of mine to box a mummy. I mean,
But
finally here in Egypt.
He said,
maybe not.
"Mummies just sit there. You can go box one right now. It's at the museum."
Do you touch them?
Let's go.
He said, "Well, you don't have to. They don't let you.
I
but
don't
you,
want to
you
box one of
could."
those mummies. I want to box like a walking around mummy that's like, curse.
Zombie mommy.
There's no zombie mummies. Come on, dude.
He wants a yummy
I'm
mummy.
starting to doubt if you're actually really Egyptian. So, but
I am Egyptian, and there are no mummies that walk around. You are crazy. This guy is
What about-
nuts.
what about the boxing ones?
There's no boxing mummies, unless at during Halloween there's some boxing mummies. Like my neighbor, he dresses up like a mummy.
I'll box.
You could
him.
box him
Hell yeah! High five.
for $10.
$10. Wow.
Well, it's
You can open
boxing.
your own business with that.
I mean,
Yeah.
I could box a hobo for free in Argentina. This place is expensive, guys. I
Wow.
don't know, but
My next door neighbor is a good boxer.
Oh, so am I. Shit. All right. Yeah. All right. So the side quest. I'll remember it for later. But let's continue with the main quest for now.
I would not put it past Alejandro to just go to what's the name of the thing, the coffin, and just go like, hey guys, welcome to my new unboxing video.
Uh-huh.
It's your boy.
I'm unboxing a mummy.
Yeah.
It's your boy Alejandro Paul.
Alejandro. So, I guess from that perspective, you guys, what are you doing now? Like you finished breakfast. Mahmoud's kind of
When's
like
our appointment.
Your
Today,
appointment.
isn't it?
No, your appointment with Ali Kafur is on Wednesday. You are currently Monday morning.
And did we not set anything up with Mr. Warren Bassart?
You don't know who that is.
Oh,
You never found a Mr. Warren Bassart.
I thought we had set
No.
Salim on it.
You did, but then you chased him off, and now he's gone.
What a dick. All right, boy.
Yeah.
Do you know anyone named Warren Bassart?
Oh, why don't you roll a luck roll? Emerson. Oh, Jesus.
I don't think so. Wish I could get those on the. I failed every luck roll and
I know.
succeeded every gain luck roll.
I know. You're like
That's
the
amazing.
opposite. You can never pass a luck, but you can always pass it when when you get more luck. He says, Warren Bassart. I've never heard that name. But I could go find out for you
That'd be wonderful.
if you'd like. And he kind of holds his hand out.
And I
Tell you
give
what.
him- I give him 5. Like, yeah, bro, slap.
He looks at you with like the side eye, like, all right,
Whoa.
motherfucker. And he keeps his hand out, and he kind of like moves his hand closer to Emerson and away from you.
I give him $1, and I say there's 2 more if you can figure it out in the next 24 hours.
Oh, he closes his fist, shoves it in the pocket, and I mean, he is gone. All right, what are you guys doing now while he's off doing his thing? You gonna head back to the Potters?
Mummy boxing.
I think we should, but I probably should not go inside first.
Yeah, they know you. He knows you for sure, and he knows Bessie's voice. He doesn't know anybody else.
Yeah, but he doesn't have any reason to.
He
I
doesn't.
don't
It's not that he doesn't like you or anything, but he knows your voice, and he definitely knows Emerson's face. He knows that balding, white, mustache-wearing dude that talked about the thing that he doesn't like. He definitely knows you very well, Mr. Emerson. So you guys gonna head back over there?
Yeah. Are we thinking arson or what?
What the? Ugh.
You're
Wow.
100.
That's
we have enough
that's where you go
crimes in
to.
our belt.
That's the
What's
first place you
another
go.
one?
Yeah, arson.
I'm always down to break some.
The
genius
guy's already
suggestions.
burnt in his face, and you're gonna arson his store.
That's what I'm saying. Even maybe just a threat of arson might get what we want. I
He
don't
probably
know.
is
Just
terrified of
saying.
fire.
It
That's
very
right.
well could be.
See-
I mean, it could be.
You see what
that
I'm
is very
laying
true.
down here? You
That
see what
it
I'm
could
laying
be.
down?
It could be.
So we'd have to like corner him.
No, I think we approach him normally, but myself and Bessie should not.
Yeah, but how do you bring it up?
Without saying the word.
You could mention that we're eccentric collectors of strange occult artifacts and
Or that we're
study-
researchers.
yeah. And then we study the connection between people who believe that they've seen paranormal activities and the mental breaks that they actually suffer instead.
Well,
That sounded pretty
Ezekiel,
good.
you have a lot of experience with archaeology and And I guess now this cult and their symbols and stuff like that. So maybe you could go like start asking him about whether he has
Oh.
any artifacts or curios
You,
related to
you
the
know
cult.
what? By the way, my stock in trade is buying and selling curiosos, and I believe I have a high. I thought I had high archaeology score. I guess not. But
I have a decent archaeology store, but I guess I could try to change my voice if nothing else. Actually,
It's my
I don't know
specialty.
what I was thinking. I don't have an archaeology score.
Ezekiel, you're the man
So
for
what
the
is
job.
it?
Yeah,
What is it that we're looking for
Ezekiel's skill is archaeology.
specifically? So I can just maybe guide the conversation in that direction without making it too obvious.
We want to find out what the curios were that Warren Bassart told Carlisle that this guy had, that
Hmm.
Najjar had.
Okay.
So we need
Do
to
we
find
have
out
any,
what he was
any
going to sell Carlisle,
descriptions?
what happened to them. No, all we know is that there was something. So if we could
Everybody
talk
what
about
is
like,
this
oh, we
cult
collect
that we're
that.
looking
Have
after.
you ever come across
Okay.
anything? Do you have anything currently?
Yeah. So yeah.
So
I'll
Virginia
go
and Ezekiel are gonna go. Anybody else?
Yeah.
Unless Bessie wants to go, but I'm gonna I would let Ezekiel do all the talking anyways. So I think Bessie could go if
Yeah.
she wanted to.
Yeah, Bessie
The,
could probably
the
go.
kid
Yeah.
did say that a girl
Yeah,
should go.
I
So I think
go. For sure, I go.
okay.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think you
So
should put on your
Virginia,
best push-up bra before we go.
I'm gonna be on
yeah,
backup.
Virginia,
I'm
Ezekiel,
fancy.
and Bessie are going into the store.
Mm-hmm.
I'm staying out.
Okay.
you know,
So
I'll go in because he doesn't know me.
He doesn't know you. That's true.
Well, okay, so
He only
we're gonna
knows
split
Emerson,
though,
really.
right? There's gonna be Ezekiel and Bessie who are gonna go talk to him, and then me and Alexandra we're gonna go and shop. That way, if whatever Bessie and
Shit
Ezekiel
hits the
say fails,
fan.
You guys
we
could
have a
be there
plan C,
to
Alexandra,
back it
okay?
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be plan C.
We're running interference, right?
Gotcha.
You know,
Yep,
maybe
yep, yep.
distracting a little bit. You know, we'll be acting like we're picking up stuff so that his attention is split. He's not too he's a little distracted.
Right, and we're eavesdropping.
Yeah. Plus, I have a gun.
And I am looking.
What are you gonna do with that gun,
I know.
dude? What the frick?
He's going to keep it hidden, is what he's going to
You
do.
I am-
never know.
Just keep
I am
it in
shopping
your pants.
too. I am looking for the curios. Perhaps it's in his stock, in the merchandise that's out.
Mahmood,
Maybe
as
not.
as you guys are like making this plan while you're sitting there talking and stuff, Mahmood says, "Listen. One thing about Faraz, he doesn't like the Brotherhood. So maybe if you do get him upset, just make sure he knows you're not with them."
That's great advice.
That's good to know.
I'm just saying. And he holds out his hand.
Y'all started this, so
And he's looking around.
I give him a couple quarters.
Thanks, kiddo.
Oh, he
Just move on.
he pops the quarters in his pocket, and he smiles and continues to drink the coffee that he got at the hotel while you guys were talking.
Kids
That's right,
drinking
kid.
coffee.
Oh
start
yeah.
a coffee habit early.
Oh dude, he's drinking harder coffee than you guys are drinking. Like he's drinking the
Yeah.
good stuff.
In South America, they give children coffee from like birth. I mean, like
Yeah,
that's a thing.
yeah. Yep.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess with that,
Café con leche.
you guys walk over to the the Street of Potters. Emerson and Omar stay outside, I assume. I haven't heard anything from Omar. I assume he's going to stay outside, or maybe he goes inside. Omar, or maybe Omar takes a little
Omar's-
snoozy. No,
He's out.
Yeah, I was. Did you talk to me? I was distracted with
No.
checking my dog that had I told you had the surgery.
no, we're going over to the Street of Potters, and I was just checking what Omar was doing. So, Emerson's the only one outside the store, kind of
Alright.
hanging out outside.
Yeah, I
Well, I'm
can
not
hear
gonna
him
be, like, in the
snoring.
front
How
of
does
the
he
door. I'm
stay
going
up
to want
late
Oh.
every night
be
to
out of
play
sight.
Macabellum?
I hear him snoring.
He's
Yeah.
snoring, yeah.
Yep. That's a snore. It's beautiful.
Be related to him.
I think it's I think every Friday. It's about 10 o'clock. That's when it happens.
I think.
Yeah,
I
it
think I
doesn't.
need
No matter
to...
what we're doing, as long as if he's not DMing, he falls asleep.
Or playing Mechabellum.
That's
yeah,
true.
or
He's got to
Mechabellum,
be
I'm telling
into
you.
something. Yeah.
He stays up
He's
till
gotta be
midnight
engaged,
on
yeah.
weekdays playing Mechabellum.
That's
probably
why he
he's
falls
so
asleep on
tired.
Friday.
Yeah.
I think I need to distance myself from him.
Okay,
Embarrassing.
so you guys show up to his store. His store opens up. You guys kind of got there right as it opens up. Emerson's hanging outside, staying far enough away. I assume you're kind of scanning what's going on, looking around, Emerson.
Yep.
Why don't you roll a spot hidden, just to like look around. Mahmoud is kind of hanging out with you, if that's okay, unless you shoo him away.
Nope, that's perfectly fine.
Okay, yep.
I should know where this is. There we go.
There we go. Yeah, you're kind of hanging out with him. There's nobody in the streets. It's kind of a quiet. It's it's a quiet Monday morning. Yesterday it was really busy here, and today it's kind of quiet. It's a Monday morning. There's not many people. Bessie, you, Ezekiel, Alejandro, and Virginia walk into the store, and outside the store before you walk in, it's real dead, and so it's even dead when you guys kind of start to walk into the store. Bessie and Alejandro peel, or maybe it's who peels
Ezekiel.
off and does their own thing, and who talks to.
So me and
Oh.
Alexandro,
That's gonna wake
I'm
him
not
up.
even sure I want to go in yet. Like,
Okay.
I want to stagger when we enter the shop.
Okay, gotcha. So you're gonna wait outside while Ezekiel and Bessie goes in, and then Alejandro goes in sometime after and kind of perouses around, and then Virginia, you'll come in later on after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. That's fine.
Okay, so Ezekiel and Bessie, as you come inside, he's very excited to see some customers, and Monday's usually a dead day. Come on in, look! I got all these cool things. Check it out. Look at this thing. And he shows you like a hookah. He shows you a little trinket, a necklace. He's trying to get you guys to buy things. So guys, I got the good stuff.
I grabbed
I'm
the
wait-
same hookah. Oh, good.
Yeah, that you were looking yesterday.
No, go.
Yeah, so I grabbed the same hookah and I say, I've been trying to get this hookah since yesterday. I was here and then some guy yesterday said something that upset you and I had to leave. And then when I came back, you
Oh,
were
yeah, bring it up.
closing. But here I am finally. Oh, that
Even when
customer
you
must have
mention-
really
even when you-
upset you yesterday.
even when you mention his name, his eyes start darting left and looking like he's looking past you outside the window in the streets, like and he's you could tell he's starting to get anxious, I guess.
So when you traumatize somebody, you're not supposed to remind them of how
Excuse
you
me,
traumatize
I didn't
okay.
traumatize him. This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
my interaction, not yours. Shoot.
All right.
So when I see him starting to get distracted, I take
Yep.
the hookah and I put it in his hands. And I said,
Okay.
I'll be taking this and kind of distract
Ah.
him.
Oh yes. This will be $1.25. Great.
Okay.
And he
That's
puts
a
it in
very
a
cheap hookah.
yeah. He puts it in a bag. Puts it in a thing,
Uh-huh.
packs it
That
up.
guide costs
It's a
40
small
for a
hookah. It's
day.
not like a 6-person hookah. It's like a 2-person hookah, like a little tiny one.
Oh,
It's
is
failed.
there anything I'm gonna need? I'm
Yeah.
gonna need a couple other things for this, right? And I'm sorry for the questions. It's just that this is my first hookah. I inhaled from the hookah a few days ago, and I just really liked the feeling and the smells and how relaxing it was. Could you tell me a little bit more about it? And I just want to kind of get him talking.
Yeah, he starts talking about the different kinds of tobacco, and that there's different like flavors, and there's different
There are.
types, and there's also ones that kind of like make you a little bit buzzy. And I don't know if in the 1920s if weed was cool in Egypt, but I think it was kind of one of those things that was
always cool.
okay all around. So
Okay.
he talks about this green herb that kind of makes you feel wild and makes you see things, and it's very good.
All right.
And
he's
so yeah,
opening
he
up.
totally goes into it, and he kind of forgets what he was talking about, or what you were talking about with the others. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Well, while this is happening, I'm just looking at the necklaces. Just giving it like an appraising look.
Yeah.
Like really showing that I'm interested, but not really.
Oh, he's
saying
like,
anything.
that one, he says,
So
is
there was
worth a
heroin and
lot of
cocaine.
money.
Oh yeah, heroin, right?
Oh,
Heroin.
in
Poppy
Egypt?
fields. Poppy fields.
Yeah, it
right.
says in the 1920s and 30s, the era of Egypt's white drugs epidemic. The profile of the drugs in questions have included heroin and even cocaine.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Poppy opium.
Laced.
That was the thing.
wow, get some good. He says, look, I can make this real good for you. And
Mhm.
when Ezekiel's looking at the curios that he's looking at, he's kind of like, oh, that one, that is a rare piece, my good man. That one there is $25.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
I really appreciate like good finds.
Hmm.
I was wondering, do you have anything? What was the cult that we were
The
investigating?
curios. They
No,
were
but the cult. The name of the cult.
oh, the Brotherhood?
Oh. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna mention that.
Yeah.
How do I put this?
The letter said singular curios that he had, is how it
Gotcha.
proposed it.
I heard word around the street is that you have very unique curios, and I was wondering if you
Yeah.
can show me those.
¿Qué,
Oh.
qué?
He said, ¿Qué?
Mi amigo.
She's talking to her mom.
Mariana.
Oh,
You're not
mija
muted.
mijo, no.
You're not muted, ma.
Amigo, no.
Yep. He says, oh, I do not deal in curios anymore. That's not something that I do. And because he starts to get a little nervous. That's not me. I don't do this. And he's looking around the shop and looks over because Alejandro's in there and Virginia just comes in and he goes, you could tell he's starting to really get anxious.
Omar
Oh.
sort of whispers to
Oh, you
Alejandro.
don't have to. You don't have
Oh,
to worry.
Omar.
Hold on. Look at
Oh,
Omar
he's-
trying to
Oh,
sneak
Omar
back
woke
in
up?
like if he
What
wasn't.
are you
like,
saying,
I-
Omar?
I seriously have not slept. Okay.
Uh-huh.
That's not
Dude,
true at all.
dude, we were
Always
talking to
standing
you earlier.
And you were
Oh
snoring.
yeah, and
Oh.
we
You were
believe
snoring,
you.
bro. Yeah, you were on the microphone
I'm
snoring.
literally standing, walking around in the house, so that I don't fall asleep. I don't know what you guys are talking.
Okay.
Then you weren't paying
Interesting.
attention when we called your name.
Yeah,
maybe
we
I
called
wasn't.
your name a bunch of times. Like, Omar, what are you doing?
There's no way.
Yeah.
I've got it on.
Check the stream.
I'll show
Check
you
the
the
stream.
stream tomorrow.
Somebody
Yeah,
clip it.
I'll show it. Yeah, I'll clip it. Yeah.
And then the
I
snoring.
must have been anyway. Okay. I was just leaning over to Alejandro, whispering, if this doesn't work, we can always just kidnap him. Just.
And I'm
Wow.
like, hell yeah, plan D,
Let's
baby.
do it.
You have A,
So
B,
he's
C,
talking to you,
let's
Ezekiel, and when you're talking about these curios, he looks a little nervous. What are you doing to calm him down a little bit?
Oh, I'm just gonna put my hands up, and I'm just gonna go like, "Oh, no worries. Peace be upon you. We're not searching for to harm anybody here. We're just
Wink.
we're a group of academics, and I personally I study cults, and I heard that you
When you
have-
say
you
cults,
have-
he really starts to like, oh, Bessie, are you? I don't know if Bessie's there.
You gotta make
Wait,
it clear,
wait,
not
is
part of
this
the
not-
Brotherhood.
It's just a term that we use. It's not it's
He
not
says, "Listen,
really-
I don't do curios. I don't do any of that stuff. If you want to buy a hookah, that's fine, but nothing else."
Sir, I would
How-
like to buy your finest magic carpet.
how
Wow.
would you feel inclined
Wow.
to share any information with us? And I'm gonna give him like I guess $10.
Oh,
Mm.
so that might be a persuade.
Oh jeez.
If you want to, either one of you, Bessie or Ezekiel, can roll on either a charm, a fast talk, or a persuade to try to persuade him into talking to you about curios by giving him some money. And what I'll do is I will give you
persuade is charm
yeah,
is 15 and
you're
persuade
not
is
a
10.
you're not a
I'm
talking person. I think
I
Bessie's going to be the one.
Charming.
Persuade, charm is 56, persuade is 54, and fast talk.
Mhm.
I
Yep.
can't find it.
Oh, you only have a 5.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess I'll do a charm.
Okay, so do it with a plus 1
Plus
P?
1B?
Yep.
B.
Uh,
I put +2. Plus
No.
1B.
Plus
yeah,
1B.
B bonus. Yep, bonus.
Right.
Yeah, not a penalty. Yep. Because you're giving him cash. And how much cash are you giving him before she? Oh, hard success. Fuck. It doesn't matter how much cash.
I was saying,
You're basically
like,
slipping like $10 or something like that.
$10. I wasn't. I didn't know how.
That's what he
Like
said,
what's
yeah.
the gauge?
Yeah, so you slip him a $10, and Bessie is kind of like, "Listen, it's okay. We just want to know about this stuff." And he goes, "Look." He looks around and he says, he says, hold on one second, and he kind of shuffles. As long as they go, Omar and Alejandro out of the store. He goes, I'm closing, and he says, Alejandro, let's go. And he's pushing Alejandro and Omar. Are you guys leaving?
I literally haven't even interacted with this guy. What are you talking about?
He's like pushing you out. Like I'm closing. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And no, I grab. So you know what? Let's go find a bar while these guys, do the nerd work.
So you guys step outside, and out there is Emerson and Mahmoud. And as you guys step outside, he closes the door and he goes, "Listen, I you see my face? This was done. This was done by the Brotherhood, and we don't talk about that right now. And I will
The
not
good
talk
side
about
or the
anything
bad
that you
side?
want in here." But he says, "What is your name?" He looks at Bessie.
Bessie.
He says, "Bessie, you seem like a nice person. You seem like somebody that is not part of them. Look, I will meet you at the Al Hasim Mosque, just south of here, in 2 hours. And at that point, we can talk."
Okay. I will
And he like shoos you guys out of the store. And as you guys leave the front of the store, he goes, "Get out! And I never see you in my store again!" And he slams the door shut and locks it, and he leaves out the back and kind of sneaks out. I assume you guys don't follow him.
No.
Well,
I guess your charm didn't work this time, eh, Bessie?
No.
I guess we'll see.
So 2 hours later, do you guys show up at the mosque?
Not all of us. I think just Bessie and the rest of us hide outside.
Okay, so
Hey, wait, in
just
between
Bessie?
in these
I
2
go with
hours,
Bessie.
in these 2 hours, do we ask, hey, kid, where's your mom work?
Oh,
Yeah.
my mom, she washes clothes for the rich people. She scrubs the clothes and washes them.
so she's got.
It's
good
hard work.
homemaking skills.
It's very hard work. Her knuckles
What
bleed every
people?
day. And he holds his hand out.
Oh, knuckles.
Yeah, her knuckles bleed every day. And he holds his
don't
hands
have
out.
Because she has to
No
rub,
way is he
getting money for
rub
that.
the clothing against the stone.
And he looks really sad at Omar. And he says, "But she's pushed to the edge.
Here's a
She
nickel."
barely has sleep." Oh, he takes a nickel and pockets it, and he puts his other hand out to Omar. And she's
don't-
constantly pushed to work hard every day till well beyond dark. You don't understand how hard it is in Egypt?
Does this guy know that I don't have any money?
Your camera would buy us hundreds
Oh, hell no.
of meals.
Yeah, bro, come on.
No, not my camera.
Oh,
But what I could do,
your
I
film
could
would
take-
buy us a
Mama's
few
way.
meals.
No, mama's way.
I could take a picture.
Mahmoud's working it.
I could take a picture of your mother's labors and publish it so that the people know how hard she has it.
You're going to take a picture of his mom in labor?
All right.
No,
That's a
performing
little
her
bit
labors,
weird,
no.
but
I
not
kind of
saying
heard the
no.
same thing, but then I realized what he was actually trying to say. But I
I'm not
did.
saying no, but
Yeah.
also not saying yes.
I'm not saying
So-
yes, exactly. Oh, Mahmoud, when he understands what you're saying, Omar. His eyes kind of tear up a little bit, and he puts his hand down, and he says, "That would be a excellent, Mr. Omar. I will take you to my mother later tonight. Once we are done with all of this, because I know you have to go talk to your Mr. Najir. I heard you guys talking about it. But I would love for you to take pictures and tell our story in America, and maybe they can help us."
Good. We'll do that.
Hmm.
And then I nudge Alejandro and say, I gotta play with his mama.
Hmm.
Damn.
This motherfucker.
Damn. We didn't even see that. I didn't see it. Well, I didn't see that coming. Yeah. Okay. That was good, Omar.
I did.
Yeah, I did not see that coming. I thought Omar was being altruistic, but no, he's
Nope.
got a.
He totally is.
Everybody
He
has.
totally
If
is.
I learn anything,
he?
everybody has an agenda. in
Yeah,
this game.
apparently so. I did not know. I'm shocked and amazed. So you guys,
Omar's taking pictures of pretty ladies every chance he gets.
that is very true. That is very true. You guys eventually
in
make.
Omar's defense, he was really just joking and teasing Alejandro. He wasn't really.
He wasn't really thinking about it.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't even seen this chick yet, so. You know.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
He's gotta see her first.
This
Wow.
broad. This broad.
That's chick. Yeah, chick.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
in the 1920s, it would have been broad. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
bad
bro.
all around. So basically, you guys are going to number 10 on the list. You asked Mahmoud because you have no idea where this mosque is, and because you have Mahmoud definitely hooks you up and shows you number 10 is where the Al Hassin Mosque is. And as you guys show up, it's a mosque, and Faraz is outside. Who's gonna go in? As you guys show up, he doesn't seem. As long as Bessie is there, he's cool. So I guess the question is, who all is going in with them? He
I'll
definitely
go,
sees
'cause-
Bessie, and he's kind of like attached to Bessie.
I'm gonna go because I would like to see the artifact
Gotcha.
itself.
And anybody else not? Let me ask this question: who's not going?
I am not going into the mosque.
Okay. You're gonna stand
Hey,
outside and keep watch?
Not at
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna
front,
stand
but
outside and stand
on our
watch
way.
and guard too. And make
Okay.
sure nobody followed us.
Mahmoud is going to stand out with you three, and then so I guess Omar, Ezekiel, Bessie, and Alejandro are going inside.
Sure.
Sounds
Okay.
good to me.
Mahmoud kind of stands with you guys. You're watching. Emerson, go ahead and roll a spot hidden. And the only reason I say that is because I know you're probably the best spot hidden of the group at the moment that are outside. Ezekiel's close. Oh my god!
critical success. I
Like,
got eyes like
dude,
a
you
hawk.
got eyes like hawks, bro.
See everything.
In
Jesus
this
H.
game, we've rolled 100 and we've rolled a 1. We're doing-
Yeah, like it's both sides of it. Man,
Hmm.
Oh, I saw his mom, and you're
yeah,
in for a treat.
yeah. You saw his mom from the other side of the city with that 01.
I X-ray
Um,
X-ray visioned his mom.
Yeah, you saw
God.
beyond all of it. You're sitting there outside the mosque, and you're all, Virginia, you and Mahmood are kind of like talking, and Mahmood goes and gets you guys coffee, and you're kind of hanging out while the team is in there talking to Faraz. And while you're doing that, you realize that there are a couple people in the crowd in front of you that are constantly looking over at you, and then they kind of disappear in the crowd. And then there's another person that's looking over at you too, Emerson and Virginia, and then disappear in the crowd. So it's not the same person, but definitely you guys are getting a lot more eyeballs than anybody else in this area in front of the mosque.
I look for that. I look for the holy water with the cross when I walk in.
I don't think mosques. I don't think mosques
Christian,
have.
bro. That's
Yeah,
not Muslim.
mosques don't have holy water. Yeah, no, definitely not.
Yeah, no, they don't.
I'm looking at around and said, "Where the?"
So
what's wrong
you
with
got
these people?
you guys walk into this mosque, and there's kind of this archway that you go through, and you see Faraz Najir in there, and he kind of like waves Bessie on, and the rest of you are just with Bessie. And you go back in the back, and as you're walking deeper into the mosque, he's stopping at some figures or some symbols on the wall, and he's kind of like making symbols and praying and saying, praise Allah, oh Allah. And then he walks along, and then he eventually makes it to a room, and he looks around, he opens the door, and he lets you guys in, and you close the door. It's almost like a small, like if you were in a temple somewhere, there's a small room that 4 or 5 people can sit down in comfortably, and there's it looks like a symbol of Allah on the wall, and he kind of goes over to it, and he kneels down, and he prays on the floor, and he says, praise Allah, Allah, praise Allah. And then he stands up, and he says, since you guys were able to come in this room, and I know that you are part of a higher being, what questions do you have of me?
He's asking Bessie and myself?
Bessie, Omar, Ezekiel, and Alejandro. You guys are the ones in the room.
Well,
And it's clear that he
guess
feels very
I
safe
guess I'm
in
just
front of
going-
Bessie.
I'm just going to reiterate what I said before. Like, word around the street is that he has some interesting curios about certain cults. So we're trying to study them and
He goes,
trying to gather more information.
I have not played or messed with curios in quite some time since and he kind of looks down and he says, since the Carlisle expedition. And then he looks up and he kind of like holds his arms up. He goes, praise Allah.
Clearly something has you rattled about that. So
it is a bad word. Praise Allah.
So I figured you didn't want to talk about that, but that is precisely why we're here. Like that precise expedition is what brought us.
That
to this place.
expedition brought the Brotherhood to me, and this is what they did. And he points to his face. The Brotherhood did this.
I think it's time that you decide that you want to sleep well at night without looking over your shoulder and help us find these people.
Oh, Bessie, and he puts his hands together. He says, praise Allah. I want to stop talking. I want to stop looking over my shoulder. This is an evil that is over my shoulder. Look at the evil that has burnt me.
We have been able to finish evil in other places before.
The Carlisle expedition came to me to seek information on the Black Pharaoh.
Black Pharaoh.
He is believed to have been overthrown by Senefuru, the first pharaoh of the 4th dynasty. I had 4 objects that I sold to a Warren Bassart for Carlisle. He was supposed to get those objects to Carlisle. And when I sold those objects, that is when this happened. And he points to his face.
When you say that's when this happened, did it just automatically happen? Or did some people grab you and burned your face?
I rolled
Well,
my
he
eye.
said that
He's
he said that people burned him. There's
yeah,
no need
he's
to make
he's
him
kind
repeat that.
kind of rocking back and forth, and he's saying like, "Oh, praise Allah, Allah, Allah," and he's like he's praying in a language that you don't understand. It's Arabic, yeah, but he's saying some prayers in Arabic over and over again, and then why don't you roll a psychology roll, Omar?
From me?
Oh my.
Yep,
Okay.
because Omar said that. Yeah.
Oh, wow! I have a good psychology roll.
Yeah, I think you're the one that has the best one out of the group.
Oh, and I.
Oh, 19. Fuck yes. Make sure everybody that's passing, make sure you mark it. Put the little red
I
check.
don't think I passed any. Well, I did actually. Wait.
Yeah, you
On,
did. Yeah,
charm.
you did
Okay,
a
good.
charm.
On
Yep, yep.
charm.
Okay.
Omar, you
Alright.
did a psychology, so go ahead and check that. Yep. He says, I did bad things, Mr. Omar. Listen, I stole those artifacts from Omar al-Saki. He's a local businessman, but I found that he's the leader of the Brotherhood. He is not a man to cross. I had an ancient scroll detailing something about the Black Pharaoh in a pyramid in Giza. I also had a bust of the Black Pharaoh, a figurine of the Black Pharaoh. And all of these I sold to Warren Bassart for the Carlisle expedition. There was a small drum with mystical symbols. It was supposedly some kind of drum of power. And then, the one thing that they wanted above and beyond all else was a circlet, a small crown with a large zircon in the middle. And they kept saying the name Necrosis.
You're writing all this down, right, Betsy?
Yes.
His motherfucker.
I know. Oh, fucking fucker.
Okay. Necrosis sounds familiar. Didn't somebody say that name before?
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Listen, the Brotherhood, they are not good people. Neither is
One of the
Omar
creators of
al-Saki.
power. But I'm not there with you guys.
Oh my god, the Brotherhood is rumored to be involved also. There is an expedition currently going on in Giza and in Memphis. Do you guys know Giza and Memphis?
He says not far from here, is it?
Yeah, so if you're familiar with Egyptology, like Giza has the Sphinx and some of the big pyramids, but Memphis also is a place that has other pyramids, smaller pyramids. You could look it up. There's a whole bunch of pyramids there. They all have names, but you don't know that as characters in the game. He said that there was a current recent theft of a mummy from the Clive expedition at Memphis, and that mummy. It's not sure what that mummy was, but something happened, and the Memphis site was shut down because of the theft of that mummy. I believe, and others believe. Oh, praise Allah, please save me. Do not bring the wrath of the Brotherhood upon me. But the Brotherhood was involved in that theft of that mummy. They are also trying to steal something from the Mosque of E13. And I will put that into the chat. E13.
And they were
That's
asking to help.
I need a 1 minute break. I'll be right back.
Yep.
And they were asking
He's not writing
you
it down.
to help them in some of these steps. That's what you were saying?
Say that again?
So they were asking him to help on some of these steps. That's why he stole something.
No,
Or am
I stole the four things: the crown, the zircon circlet of necrosis, the black pharaoh, the small drum, and the ancient scroll. But I have heard that these same bastards that I stole those symbols from, I should not have stolen it from them. That's the problem. And he like holds his burn on his face. They if they find me and they understand that I'm telling you this, I will die. Omar al-Shaki, the local businessman, the part of the Brotherhood, they are working on something. They are pulling something. And it's rumored that they stole a mummy and that they're trying to get to this mosque to steal something else. I would tell you that you need to seek out an old wise woman named Nuri. She might have additional information about the Black Pharaoh.
Is Mokoso with us? No, he's outside, right?
No, he's outside.
Mokoso.
Mahmoud.
Well, Mokoso at least is a term of endearment.
Yeah.
Mahomes?
Is it?
The other one is not.
What was the other one?
I'm not gonna remind you if you don't remember.
That's funny.
He said that is all I know. And I hope that you find these people. And Warren Bassart was the person that I sold these items to, and I have not seen or heard from him since. But you should connect with Nuri and know that there is something to do with necrosis, the queen, the evil queen that these Brotherhood are searching for.
So necrosis is a person, a queen.
It's a queen from Egypt from long ago, hundreds of years ago. Back when the pharaohs were in power. She's some kind of evil. I don't know much. I don't know much, but I do know that the circlet with the large zircon, it was probably the crown that she wore. And I sold it to Warren Bassart to give to the Carlisle expedition.
Wait. You said hundreds of years ago? Has Egypt even been around that long?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Well, okay, just checking.
So,
That was loud.
Yeah.
so the circlet was in the hands of Carlisle, probably.
It was sold to Warren Bassart for sure, is what Faraz is saying.
Basically, it's all.
And after that, he kind of he doesn't have a whole lot more information to give you, but he's constantly praying to Allah and trying to protect himself, and then he kind of says goodbye and leaves you guys all as a group to circle back around and figure out what are you going to do next.
We stay smoking the hookah for a while and then we go out. I think.
Pass me the hookah.
I mean, whatever that guy was smoking must have been good. I mean, did you hear all that shit?
You
No, I didn't
motherfucker.
come in.
Anyway, I tell all that crap to the note keeper so that she can take notes.
The note keeper.
Wow. The note keeper.
Everyone smokes from the hookah.
I think that's the key. Everyone is smoking from the hookah.
Everybody's
And
hitting
trips
the hookah.
balls.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, and gets high as fuck.
So I guess we don't have any more questions for
Omar sees
Najar.
a chupacabra.
Yeah, I mean, we were thinking
We
about
need
like
to find.
probably we're getting like an artifact or something, but without the artifact, we're kind of like
Yeah, he's pretty
So-
much told you that the artifacts that he had, the curios, were sold to Warren Bassart.
Yeah, he doesn't
And
have
then we
it
have
anymore.
to. He gave us the name of a woman we should talk to.
Nuri.
Yeah, Nuri. Yep.
Yeah, that one. Hey, whatever the heck your name is, Mokoso. Where's Nuri?
Wow.
Whatever your name is. Oh my god. He says, "Oh, Mrs. Nuri. Are you looking for Mrs. Nuri?"
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I think I know where she is.
Okay.
Could you take us to her?
Yes.
I get Alejandro.
We need
Can
to
you
know
give
more
him
about the sparrow.
another? Can you give him another dollar?
wait. Before we get excited, like this guy, he you know he's been already fucked over by the Brotherhood. Like if
Oh,
we
yeah, big time.
go to this lady right after talking to him, and we have eyes on us, they're gonna know that he gave up information. So
That is not a dog.
That is a Satan child, is what it is.
it's the same. It's
It sounded.
it's an oversized rat.
That sounded a few days ago. That sounded like what's the good version of the gremlin?
Oh yeah, the Mogwai.
Magua. So it sounds like you gave him food after midnight,
Uh-huh.
and now it's a full-grown gremlin.
Yep. Yeah. This is very true. Mahmoud can definitely take you to Nuri.
Okay, so we're not going now. We go tomorrow or something. What? Well,
It's
anyway,
probably
have
like
a-
1
uh,
p.m. It's like 1 p.m.
uh,
It's just in the afternoon. Like you guys went and talked to him at his store at like 9, and he said he would meet you around lunch, around 11:30, and you talked to him for an hour or so, and so it's about
Well,
1,
no,
2
it's
o'clock
just
in the
that,
afternoon.
Zeke thinks it's not a good idea to go directly to him, so he's asking the guys.
So what do you guys think? He's asking you guys.
Well, we should go see Nuri. We need to find where she lives, so we have to call the phone, the call center at the phone, and see if they can tell us where to go, or maybe
Mahmoud.
Salim can help us.
Yeah, Mahmoud can definitely point you to where Nuri lives.
Wow,
He-
Mahmoud
he-
knows everybody.
Yeah, Mahmoud is like, oh, Nuri of Al-Wasta? Yeah, Nuri.
Yeah, the wise
she's
old
known
woman.
well. The
Have to
wise woman,
say-
yeah.
we still have to say that we have to be careful how we proceed from point A to point B. Last thing we want is like this guy paying the price for our indiscretion.
That's true. We might be followed again.
So
Emerson saw some
let's just
shady
let's just
figures.
go. Yeah, let's just go back to the hotel, sit on this for the day, and then trying to figure out a way.
Do you
to,
guys
like,
want to try and like shake the tails? Is that like you could? Do you want to go back to the hotel, or you want to go to
We can
Nuri, but like
scatter.
try to
We
shake
can
the tail?
scatter. We can scatter.
Yeah, I was
we
just
can
thinking maybe
actually
they have
go.
like back room
I'm
doors.
thinking we can go to the hotel and a group of us just goes
Disguise.
out the side door or the back door and go looking for this
Yeah,
lady.
we'll disguise ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You guys go back. You start to shake the tails. You go into the hotel, different spots, different people, different things. You're gonna meet Mahmoud down the street, 2 streets down. Let's see who has the best. I guess sleight of hand is probably not the best one. Stealth is probably the best
I
one.
have sleight of hand.
There's
I
a
think
trap.
stealth.
I have
a
stealth and
20.
sleight. No, I
Oh.
have just
27
sleight of hand.
I have stealth.
No, I don't have either. Oh yeah, I
I
have
have
stealth.
20
No.
stealth.
Yeah. How much stealth?
84.
20.
20. Yeah,
Oh.
I think Omar
84 is
and
good.
I think Omar and Ezekiel are the highest stealth. Ezekiel's got 84. Omar's got 70. There's some sneaky bastards. I just realized this.
Sometimes you got to hide in order to get the best picture.
That's true. So who's gonna hang out with those two? Like, what groups are gonna go where? Basically, you can kind of like split off into two groups, and Omar is gonna lead one group, and Ezekiel the other. Who's going with what?
Hang out with who?
Yep.
I'll go with Ezekiel.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I'll go with Omar.
Okay. Bessie?
I guess the two girls are going to go together.
With Omar as well.
So Virginia, you'll go with Omar as well. So then Emerson's the only one with Ezekiel.
It's okay. We can work good as
Yep.
as a small
Ezekiel,
Ezekiel.
roll your stealth.
Because I remember I kind of have I feel, I don't know, connected with him somehow.
Yep.
With who? Alejandro?
Mhm,
Okay. Emerson, roll a spot hidden.
Oh hell yeah! This is
Oh,
the
and
dream team.
and make sure you mark that stealth, Ezekiel. You got that one.
Hell
Mark it.
yeah.
Yep.
Market.
Go ahead and Emerson, mark your spot hidden.
already done.
You notice that Ezekiel has ditched whatever was following you guys, and you guys are pretty much on your own. Omar.
I think we're in the clear, man.
Yep.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Omar, roll a stealth.
Come on, baby, don't fail. Wait a minute, why am I rolling it? Hold on. For some reason, I have 4 dice.
Yeah, you don't want. Oh, Jesus. Do you want to spend 18 luck to make that work?
I don't think I do.
You have 55 luck.
Okay. That sounds like a lot, but fine.
It would be a decent. It is a decent amount. I'm just asking. I'm not pushing.
Mhm.
I'll do it.
Okay, who has the best spot hidden? I think Omar does. So go ahead and spin that, and then roll a spot hidden, Omar. Because spot hidden, I think you're out of the group that you're in. You're the highest spot hidden.
I have 65.
Yeah, he has 75.
Oh my God, I shouldn't have done that. 37.
That's okay.
damn.
You're gonna definitely fail your next one next time we play, and you'll get some. So it's all good.
So do I? If I spend luck to pass, do I still mark it?
No, you
That's
don't.
if I pass it.
No.
Okay.
no.
Okay, so
You-
I'm rolling spot hidden.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Go ahead and roll. Check the checkbox on spot hidden though, because you definitely got that one.
Ooh.
You are 100% sure that nobody is following you.
And we are following your every move.
Yep. And everybody else is kind of with you, and you're sure that you have ditched the tail that you had on you. So you guys actually all arrive sort of because Mahmoud tells you where to go. You all kind of go different routes and hide out and go different ways, and eventually make your way up to Nuri's house. And you're all standing in front of the house, and 100% Omar and Emerson are like, guys, there's nobody following us for sure. So you guys are sure as you're showing up to Nuri's house that there is nobody else down here.
We managed to lose the tails.
Yep. And so yeah, you're in front of a house and there's a door.
If only there were some protocol that would give us a hint as what to do next, but
I know, right?
Oh yeah, what's that?
no, I'm saying
Like-
if only. I mean,
Like knock.
oh yeah, there we go. That's it.
So you guys knock on the door.
Yeah. I mean,
You knock on the door, and there's a person that comes up to that door, and kind of like opens the front door and says, "Yes, can I help you?"
Oh.
Whoa.
I
Everyone we
lean
meet.
in
wow.
very close.
And he's kind of
To look
like
at his
a little
wound.
shy. He kind of like backs up a little bit. He goes, "Excuse me, can I help you?"
I keep looking at his wounds.
Yeah, he kind of says, so I is there anything you want? You don't have to look that close, miss.
I go in my purse and grab a magnifying glass.
Roll a let's see, a medicine roll.
An awkward roll.
Yeah, well, you're definitely, it's definitely gonna be awkward, but go ahead and roll a medicine roll. 100%, you have never seen scars like this before. Like, no matter, you're thinking back to people that have had like automobile accidents and run into barbed wire fences and scratched along their skins with knives directly from someone cutting them, and nothing. You have never seen anything like what he has as scars on his body.
These are fascinating.
definitely claw marks.
I mean, the way
llamas.
the skin was ripped, these lines, these racket lines, I've
I
never seen
basically
anything like this before.
elbow Bessie.
Bessie is like totally engrossed in what's going on. Go ahead and
She's
roll a
like-
charm
she's
roll.
lost in the sauce.
Yep. Roll a charm roll as you're like getting closer to him and really looking at his stuff. Oh, Jesus Christ. Wow.
Nothing.
96. He is 100% like creeped out at what you're doing, and he's about to close the door. He's like, and he pushes you out and he goes,
I'm sorry. It's just that I am in the medical field.
Her clientele usually is deceased, so she rarely sees. She really gets to do this on a live subject, so that's why she's
And I'm not
a
in
little
my head
bit
yet.
over the
So
top.
you can try and roll either a persuade or a charm roll, Ezekiel, if you're trying to.
Shit. Okay.
I know they're not your skills, but
I
you're
have
the
to
one
freaking
talking.
Open
Yeah.
up my freaking mouth. Okay, well, I have better chances with. Use a charm or persuade, right?
Charm or persuade. Yep.
Did I help him?
Oh.
There you go.
Oh. Oh.
Yes.
Mark your
Okay,
charm,
mark
bro.
Very nice.
He's like he kind of takes a liking, and he's like, oh, okay, okay. He kind of understands what Ezekiel's saying. Like, Ezekiel's like, look, she's a little bit strange, she's a little bit medical, she doesn't mean to get in your face like that. And he totally calms down, and he goes, yeah, well, how can I help you guys? What are you here for?
I forgot what I was here for.
You're totally zoned in on the scars.
Yeah.
Oh. What were we here for?
No, this other guy told us talk to her because she knows about this.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So we we have some. We came across some information that the lady of the house, Nori, Miss Nori, knows something about
He says,
that we're looking for.
My mother Nuri, she is not in good shape. She is. You can see her, but she hasn't talked to anybody for months.
What is her condition?
What's afflicting her?
He says, come in. And he brings you into her room, and she's sitting in the corner, and she looks over at you guys. She looks like
Jesus.
that.
No.
Oh my
She-
god!
She's like Miss.
Your mom doesn't say
I'm
it.
gonna have
And she
nightmares, guys. I am definitely gonna have nightmares. Thank you, Emerson.
Mine jaw dropped, and I'm not saying a word. I'm
And
sorry.
so I actually get the boxing gloves out of my bag and put them on.
Oh, it's mummy time. She's missing her nose. Her teeth are all messed up. Her hand is missing. And she's like staring into the sides of the room and just like, she looks like she's not really all there.
No shit.
But I want everybody to roll a luck roll.
Look, I think we probably
Yeah.
lose psychology.
Yeah.
I'm just double
Yeah.
checking.
Is it luck or sanity?
Luck.
if we can get
Everybody
lucky
roll a
here.
luck. Yep.
Ezekiel and Emerson are not there, right?
I don't know. Did you guys not go in the room?
Sorry. So when we split, like we did get back.
No,
together? I think I'm-
you all came back together before you went in the room, so you're all together. If you want to go in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then yes.
Oh shit! No. I don't think you guys are gonna roll better. Oh my god! Super fumble.
I never pass
Oh
a
my
luck
God.
roll.
So, dude, 100. You literally rolled the worst luck.
Wow.
So,
But every session,
That invokes the mummy's
failed.
curse,
Yeah.
bro.
I had a
Nuri,
hard success.
when Nuri sees Virginia, there's this moment of clarity where her eyes, they're dark black and they're just like can't see anything, and she goes, and she looks over and she goes, "You, my dear, you are the one." And she points over in the corner of her room, and says, "That is for you." And then she looks over at Emerson, and she says, "You, Mr. Emerson." And nobody has told her any of your names, but she knew Virginia, and she knows Emerson's name. And she goes, "You, my dear, you are the cursed one. And bad things will happen to you if you keep on this path." And so
I'm sorry.
he's like trying to hold his cigar in his mouth, but he can't. He's like, what? So in the corner, she's pointing, and you see, like, this is her room, right? And in the corner, back in sort of the corner of that room, beyond the pillows and various things, she's pointing at this basket. And you see this basket is sitting there.
Oh, it's the Eye of Ra. or
The Eye of
Mm.
Ra, yeah.
And she's pointing, and she
No,
goes,
it's different.
"That
It's different.
might,
The top part.
yeah, that, my dear Virginia, is yours." And then her eyes glass back over, and she lays back in the chair and goes back to being completely, doesn't answer or anything. And and Ubaid says, my mother has lapsed. Somehow she was lucid. She hasn't talked in months. Something attacked us, and I don't know what it was, but look at my scars. It destroyed her, and it hurt me. I'm amazed that she was able to talk. And he goes over and he picks up this basket and he hands it to and obviously someone can't spell, bro.
I take the basket and I bow and I
Yep, there
say
we go.
thank you very much.
I spelt it correct now. Protection. Yeah, I think I spelled it. Hold on. Maybe I've got a good buzz going on.
Yeah.
No, you.
No,
I'll be right back.
Now it's better, but it was
Okay, yeah. It was bad before. Yeah. So
It was pro.
it was pro. I don't know what the hell it was, but it was weird. Yep.
Prorection. That's what it was.
Prorection. Yeah.
Correction.
Yep.
That's right. Did look like it.
That's why it's only for Virginia. So,
Mm.
yeah, you guys see this basket, and Ubaid says, my mother must. This is something she has been guarding and would not let anyone see, or not even me, see what's inside of it. But apparently, Virginia, you are the one that she has pointed this out to.
This is incredible. Can we open it?
Yeah. Oh, you can if you want to. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I find a little table and I set it on it, and I carefully open up the
Yeah.
lid.
You open it up, and inside is a broken piece of a tablet.
Wow, they had tablets back then?
Well, not like
I
It's like
know.
it's like a
like-
stone tablet. Yeah.
I know.
Not like an iPad.
These are really curious markings on it. Ezekiel, do you recognize? what this might
Who
be
has
from?
the best? Everybody can roll an archaeology roll if they'd like to.
Okay.
Give it a shot.
I mean, it's probably low for some of you. For
need a
Ezekiel, I think it's
one.
one of his best ones.
Oh, I got a 2. I spend the 1 luck.
Oh shit! Yeah, but if you spend the luck, you won't
Oh, I'm
actually
looking
get the
at the
check mark. Yeah, unfortunately.
Ooh,
Unless everybody else fails, which is
I got a success.
highly
I
unlikely.
got a
I
hard
have
success,
a-
I think.
I have
Hey,
a
I got
1 and I roll a 99.
success.
Oh, nice. Ezekiel,
Um,
you
I
have the
got
highest.
success. I marked it.
Yeah, you should mark it. Yeah. Ezekiel, are you there? Alejandro.
I have a hard
sorry.
success too. Oh wait. Where's
I think he
his
said
thing?
he'll be right back.
Oh, I didn't hear him. Okay. I'll let
Oh,
him
please
roll so
roll.
he could get the points, but you're kind of looking at it. If anybody has a science, geology, it has to be science, geology specifically. You can't have just science.
No,
I don't think any
I
of
don't
you
have
have that.
any signs.
I don't. Could I use
Okay.
disguise
What are we doing?
instead?
Omar has
Uh,
chemistry. You're gonna roll an
he's back.
archaeology roll.
Okay. Oh, this will be the
Well,
one time that I
that's
fail
more
it.
like it, yeah.
Okay, that's okay because Bessie
So
made it.
We got some hard
That's okay.
successes.
Bessie made it. Go ahead and check your skill, Bessie. And
I did.
you have seen that you can tell. You're like looking at it. You're like guys. I've read about this before, and the incisions on this piece of stone are centuries old, and it's limestone that looks like the same kind of limestone that would be on the top of pyramids, but it looks like it's only a piece of what would be on top of a pyramid.
How old did you
It's-
say it was?
Centuries.
Who even knew Egypt was around that long?
I know, and the pharaoh was thousands of years old, so
Yeah. Well,
not as old as
centuries.
the pharaoh
Yeah.
or the late.
Yeah.
New-
Well, I mean, generally speaking, a couple hundred years is probably because you're in 1920, like the Egypt and the pharaohs is somewhere around the 1800s, isn't, or maybe 1700s, or maybe 1600s, something like that.
That would be thousands of years before.
Would it?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, pharaohs is
no.
before. They were before the
Ra-ti-ti.
Roman Empire.
Oh, way
I for-
before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Cleopatra was closer to the
Egyptian-
iPhone than whatever the
Egyptian
Yeah,
time
then she
time
was to the
zones.
pyramids. Yep.
Let's see. Oh.
I kind of think like the
Honestly,
pyramids
I don't get that.
fine around
What
the
is it,
time of Jesus, probably.
Sanufu. What
There's
is
a
it?
bunch of weird things
The
like that.
pharaohs
Like
were-
What's some of the
closer to the T-Rex than the T-Rex
pharaohs
was to the Stegosaurus.
timeline? Let's see. Pharaoh timeline. Let's see. Oh yeah. That's true. Yeah, that would be like the BC was some of the Anthrotep. Cleopatra was 69 BCE, like BC before Christ. So yeah,
Yeah, but even-
a
yeah.
couple thousand years. Yeah.
Thousands of years, so.
Yep.
And even Cleopatra is, she's of the Greek lines, right?
She's very late stage.
She would
Yep,
be
yep, yep.
late stages. She would be, Alexandrian, right?
Yeah.
Before the conquest of Alexander, were the pharaohs,
Gotcha. So
we're
that
talking
would be thousands, yeah, a couple thousand years old.
Yeah.
So this piece is
to
only a
4,000
few
BC.
hundred years old. It's many centuries old. It's only a few hundred years old. So it's not as old as the original pyramids and the original pharaohs, but it is many centuries old, maybe 300, 400, 500 years old, something like that. It's the same limestone, made out of the same limestone as most of the pyramids. And it has like a pinkish tone to it. And if anybody wants to roll, everybody can roll a history roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Terrible.
I got history.
Yep.
Terrible. I know I lost because
Fail,
Oh,
fail. Oop, hard success.
Oh, damn.
Hard
checking
success.
yeah.
Virginia and Alejandro. So both of you check your history off.
did.
Both Alejandro and Virginia go, you know what? I remember seeing that this pink stone fragment and the color of it is sort of like the red pyramid at Dashur.
That was close.
Escher.
Dasher?
Dahshur. Dahshur. Dashur. At Dashur. The red.
For sure. We need to go to
pyramid.
sure.
at that shade.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's the same place that the Carlisle expedition. No, sorry, the Clive expedition that you talked about with Mr. Najir had talked about, where the mummy was stolen.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The same general area. And so when Virginia picks this up, Nuri kind of says, "This is yours and you must protect it now." And then she kind of like starts babbling and like dribble comes out of her mouth, and she kind of like sits back and goes back into like a catatonic state.
Alejandro, she seems like your type.
Oh
my God.
Wow.
I was kind of
Dude,
thinking that.
you fucked me up, dude. That's not right.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That's not right.
Tell if you're kidding or not, Alexandro.
Yeah.
What'd you say? I missed it.
I can't tell if you're kidding or not.
Oh.
Nobody can tell. It just
Good.
is who he is. Yeah.
He's always kidding, unless you're gonna do it.
Yeah. And then he's
Unless
like,
he's fully
well,
committed.
if you're committed, I'll commit to. That's exactly him. Yeah. All right. So you guys, basically that's it. And Ubaid says, my mother has lost what she was thinking about. And yeah. You guys kind of leave where you're thinking there, and you go back to. By that point, it's probably late night. You go back to the hotel. You take a little snoozy. You wake up in the morning, have some breakfast. Mahmoud shows up again. Hopefully, getting some breakfast from you guys on the hotel's tab, which is actually part of the tab that you guys, no, not the Carlisle, the Jackson Elias, his money, because they're paying you, like you're submitting receipts and they're sending
From
money
his
back.
estate.
Yeah, the estate. He set up a money thing, so you guys are saving all the receipts and submitting it, and they're giving you some cash back and stuff like that. So yeah, Mahmoud is there, like gobbling up eggs and sausages, and yeah, he's a happy fucking little camper.
Emerson pulls up a chair, puts $2 down, and puts his finger on top of the coin. Sits down and crosses his legs, like one on top of the other. Looks at the back of his nails, not at Mahmoud, and he says, while holding onto the coins, "I believe there may be some information that you were going to find us."
Ah, yes. Oh, yes. You're right. A Mr. Warren Bussart, I believe, is what you were talking about. Yes.
It's the one.
He goes, I have found, I believe, where he is staying. I believe
And it would
Mr.
He's
Bassart
nearby.
is somewhere on the Street of Scorpions.
I let go of the
Fancy
$2
street
coins and
names.
muss his hair
Oh,
up
he
a
takes
bit,
it. Yeah.
and I hold up my hand and I say like, another plate of eggs, please.
Oh, he fucking orders another plate of eggs and fucking tears it up. That would be number
Oh my God,
16
this kid's
on your.
cholesterol is gonna be fucking.
I know. That would be number
Jesus
16 on your map.
There was no such thing as cholesterol back then.
That's
Doesn't it fit?
that is true.
Right.
That is true.
We didn't even have cholesterol in the 80s.
That is true. Back
Block
then,
artery
eggs
is
were a
not
thing.
even a problem.
Eggs
Yeah,
were a
it was.
thing, and they were delicious.
Oh yeah,
Still a thing.
still are.
I still
Yeah.
eat eggs.
Oh, dude, I fucking eat eggs every weekend. I love eggs.
Yeah, man.
I can't wait for tomorrow because it's gonna be eggs. Breakfast
I might
time.
make eggs tonight.
Oh shit! Don't make me hungry now. All right. So, yeah. Mahmoud basically gives you a direction towards Bassart. It is now directions from
Scorpions.
Mahmoud to Bassart. Fuck, I don't know how to spell that. Let me
BSART.
Bessart. Bessart. Bassart.
Just one S.
Yep, I got excited.
Oh,
Bassart. That is
Oh.
now on the calendar. You are now Tuesday, the 10th of February.
Can we
why
go
don't
visit him today?
guys? Why don't we just give Mahmoud like all of our notes and stuff? Give him $10. Tell him to solve this whole shit. We're gonna go out for a few drinks in the park. Like, that sounds like
Fuck
a
it,
good
Omar.
idea, no?
Fuck it, Omar.
I mean, he might do it.
He
I
might.
mean,
got-
yeah, he
Connections.
seems to be good at this shit, man. Better than us.
he definitely is.
What's
He
worse
knows-
is
he-
even rolling perfect. I can't find the kid in the crowd. He's gone.
Yeah. Oh no, he's good. He knows Egypt really well.
He's a magic little street rat.
He doesn't know much more than Egypt though.
Salim's the one that found Warren Bassart, right?
Yep.
Yes.
No, that's him.
Faraz Najir told you about that one, yeah.
And yeah, we have the letter from Warren Bassart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I crossed that one. Crisscrossed my thoughts on that one.
Crisscross applesauce.
Crisscross applesauce. What?
Oh man, I could go for some applesauce right now.
I know.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that, yeah.
Applesauce is great. Okay, so if it's Tuesday and we have a meeting on Wednesday with Faraz Najjar,
No.
right?
No. Ali
With,
Kafur.
Ezekiel's old colleague.
Ali Kafur. Yep.
Ali Kafur on Wednesday.
Yep. That's
Right.
the
Sorry.
the
We went
like
to Faraz, he
lead
told us-
archaeologist of the Museum of Egypt.
Yes. Okay. Sorry. Yes.
Yep.
So we've got all of today to go mess around and try and find this Warren.
That's number 11 on the map, by the way.
11,
Egyptian Museum.
and that is Omar's connection. Yes.
That is Omar's connection. Yeah. No, Ezekiel's.
Ezekiel's connection.
Yeah,
Perfect. So
Ezekiel's
he
like
Ezekiel
sort of
won't be
father
asleep
figure,
over me.
like introduced him to him, and they know
Yeah.
each other really well.
Perfect.
Yep.
My freaking chatbot is taking forever to process the information. I've got the next thing lined up, and I'm trying to put in the next one, and it's still like just
And it's not-
churning. Like, okay, you told me something. Let me deal with this. Let me deal
Yeah.
with this.
Oh man.
Man, that is
It's like,
like-
dude, man, give me a moment, dude.
It takes forever because it's just running on old hardware.
Yeah.
Probably should have gone with Dolphin.
Maybe.
Actually, it'd probably just tell me that. Nah, never mind. I'm not going to get into that. It's not topic.
So are you guys, where are you going now is the question. Are you going to go to the
Scorpion
basically
The Street of Scorpions, right?
yeah, Mahmoud says
No.
that the no
You know,
the
if somebody dies like a weird death around you, they're gonna search your internet and see you're putting stuff about the occult.
I know.
in your
Yeah,
computer,
yeah.
and you'll be a prime suspect.
That is very true. That is very true. You might get some crazy shit, dude. Yeah, it's basically in the Street of Scorpions. He says that it's the red door in the Street of Scorpions in the Red Alley.
The red door of the Red Alley.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I
Okay,
go in.
Mahmood. Mahmood, it's time to go.
All right. So you guys head over to the Red Alley. You're kind of going down. Yeah, it's odd because the Street of Scorpions is sort of where some shops are beside each side of the street, and those are shops that are kind of clothing shops, places where you can buy shoes, that kind of things for like locals. It's definitely not for tourists. And you see that there is in the Street of Scorpions, as you're walking down that Street of Scorpions as a group, there is a red door that looks like above the red door it says, it says something in Islamic, but you can't read it. But it looks like the only door on this street that's red. It's like bright red.
The Red Alley?
Yep.
I check out my Google Translate app.
You don't have one of those.
Mahmood, what does it say up there? Mahmood.
He says, that says clothing here. That is the door that Bassard is in.
Well, let's go.
Holding here.
Yeah,
So
he probably can't read that well. He's a kid,
Yeah, well, he says it's clothing shop. He says that's where
that's what I'm
I
saying.
believe
He's telling us
that
it's
Bassard
clothing
is at.
shop.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
So you guys open the door, and there's like a clothing store. It's like
just a quick disclosure. I need to walk around because I'm in and out.
Mm.
Are you
Are
walking
you-
around in the game or like in real life?
No, she's walking
Like
around.
in real
life.
She's falling. She's fading.
Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah.
It is getting late, so maybe we cut it here
Yeah.
at the which we can do.
Before we meet Warren? Yeah.
Yeah, right as you're meeting Warren, as you're walking into the Street of Scorpions, you're walking into a clothing shop, and there's a guy that kind of meets you there, and he's like, "Hello, come into my shop. Come on, guys, how are you?"
Right.
And
No, thank you. I already have one.
that is where we will cut it.
Yeah, really.
All right, I'm gonna go wash my hands because I refuse to go to bed so early on a. Wash my. Did I say wash my hands? Wash my
Yes.
face.
Yeah, you did.
Wash your hands,
Say
yeah.
Wash your hands.
Wash my
But you
face.
wash your hands, please.
Yeah. Wash your hands. All right.
Just wash.
Awesome
I'll be
stuff.
back
And
to,
I'm ending this with-
probably play a little
I have
Psalm
any-
in bed if you want to join Locantus.
Sounds
And everyone
good.
else, but
Yep.
I'm ending the notes with this is where we ended the game. That's why I won't be so confused next time. Like, what happened?
Yeah, like
I pass out?
why did we just pause here? Yeah.
I'll be
Yep,
back in
yep.
a few minutes.
All right. Awesome. Yep. Okay.
Good stuff.
Can't
More
wait to
invest-
All right, everybody. Thank you for joining. Have a good evening and hope you have a wonderful